What's the fucking business? It's your boy, Kenny motherfucking Roger. Hey, sorry for the lateness. Had to go to this store, get some shit ready, get some shit together and shit like that, you dig? But I'm here. Went on an interview now. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta get all this shit together. Make this shit happen. You know what I'm talking about? You already know. Scud gang. You hear me? Like, you don't know better than this right here, man. Real talk. This is the life story of Kenny Rogers, man, in the shadows. You dig me? Like, man, it don't get no better than this right here. You hear me? So, somehow you're gonna get a lot of ups and downs, in and outs. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit, all that good shit, man. Real talk. It's just me telling my story about how I grew up, where I came from, shit like that. We gonna get it busting in this bitch, man. Real talk. A lot of people been wanting to see my face and all that shit, man. Hey, here I go. Here I go, man. There's nothing. Just waiting on a day like this. Special day. Day we all can relate. We all gonna remember this day right here. You're gonna be entertained. You're gonna feel a whole bunch of shit. Real talk, man. Salute to all the real niggas. Salute to my guy, 086 Morgan. Salute to my guy from motherfucking Newtown, aka Chucktown. You hear me? This is gonna be one of 'em. But trying to get it together, trying to get this shit right, man. Let's see what's going on, man. Give me a second. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get this shit busting, man. Let's get this shit happening. Real talk. It's gonna be one of them. Need a lot of motherfucking, just a lot of emotions, just a lot of shit, man, coming through doing what we do. See, Rogers, man, is more than meet the eye, man. Real talk. Shout out to all my motherfucking subscribers. Shout out to motherfuckers that fuck with my shit. Shout out to motherfucking Scud gang. You hear me? Goddamn. Real talk. Motherfucker, you know that shit was invented by my brother, man. Real talk. We do this shit. Take you, hey, it's gonna be a lot, to a lot, to a lot, to a lot. Real talk. So, it is what it is. Welcome to Kenny Rogers, the story in the shadows. It's gonna be a motherfucker. You hear me? Real talk. A lot of people, like I said, it is what it is. Like I show y'all, I don't show y'all my face that much, whatever the case may be, but it was never to do anything but be who I always wanted to be shit, and that's me. You know what I'm about. But this interview right here gonna be something else. The beginning, the middle, the end. Well, it ain't the end. It's really just still the beginning though. When I show you the beginning of how I got to who I am now. She should be coming now. We just gonna make it happen that way. So man, I know a whole bunch of other stories that went on today, man. Shit, but like I said, we gonna make this shit happen, man. Hold on, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Let me get these technical difficulties right. What's the business, man? Straight up. What's going on, my boy? Bay Area in the building, man. Just waiting on Samantha to come on through here, man, so we can get this shit started. You know what I'm talking about? There she go.
Hey,
What's going on, my girl?
how you
How you
doing?
doing? Yeah, shit, I guess.
I wonder if
I
my
wonder if my
echoing
echo went
already.
already. Already. You still, I don't know, I don't really be hearing that shit. You sound like you okay to me, shit. You sound like you
Oh,
echoing. No.
mm. Hey,
What's the
babe.
Hey, babe. Hey man, y'all go get the lights up in the building. It's finna be one of them epic ones right here, goddamn. Sorry for the wait shit. Had to get shit, settled and shit like that. But we here.
Yep,
This
we
people been waiting on it, goddamn it. See y'all faces, see us and shit. So hey, we got it. We ready. So shit. Hopefully everybody that come in, y'all subscribe, tell people about us and shit like that, and we just keep going up from here. That's it. That's all we gonna try to do. We might be the that ain't shortchanged,
I
but
can't talk
yeah.
if I'm
Can't
gonna
talk if I'm
echo.
gonna echo. You sure? Y'all hear she echoing? T, what's going on, my boy?
Hey,
Hey,
kid.
Ted. Y'all hear her? She echoing. I ain't saying I don't think you echoing.
See,
See,
he said it's
she said it's
echoing.
echoing. I said the audio is good. You sound good. I don't know what the fuck. Let's just make it happen, man. So, welcome to the story of Kenny Rogers, man, in the shadows. Ups, downs, rounds and rounds, man. That's how this shit finna go, man. This just volume one. It's a mo. It's just the beginning, and to my little bit through.
Somebody wants you to play
Somebody
the
wants you to play
Quran.
the Quran. The who? The fuck is that? Nah. Wrong channel. Mm? We don't do that here, boy.
Crazy.
Crazy. This is the interview for the motherfucking Kenny Rogers in the shadows, man. Let's get it busted, Samantha, man.
Okay, you
Yes,
ready?
okay, you ready? Yeah.
So, Kenny,
So,
where you want to
Kenny, where you
start?
want to start? Yeah, I guess we can start, the schools and shit like that, and
Where were you
where
born?
were you born? The beginning of the years, stuff like that. Huh? You know, I was born in Chicago, Illinois, on the south side, Michael Reese Hospital, you know, legendary hospital. You weren't born from that shit, hey. I don't know what to say. Maybe you ain't from the city, goddamn. Yeah.
So, what's it like
So what's
there?
it like there? In the city? What's it like in the city? Uh,
Mm,
man, shit. All I can say is this violence. Well, what I know, it's about, everybody don't experience the same thing or whatever the case may be, but east, west, north, you know, south, it ain't the same. You know what I'm talking about? It's different parts to a lot of this shit, but the east, west, and south, they basically go through the same thing, but the south side basically it's been on the rise of being horrible every fucking year. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's crazy. Like a motherfucker, you can't go outside your house without being feared, being gunned down, killed. You basically gotta keep your head on the swivel every day. Emptying the garbage, shit, playing, doing anything, man. It's just you either shit have it on you, don't have it on you, shit. But you can die having it on you, and you know what I'm talking about. With that, you can even go to jail too, shit. So it's like a double bubble with this shit. Like it ain't no really no. it's man, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's just how it is. It's like living in hell, man. It's like real hell. It ain't no if ands and buts about that shit. It's crazy. You can die
I
at
gotta fix my
any
camera.
second. You sideways like a motherfucker.
Hold on.
Yeah, the South Side, man. Like I said, yo, just reported today, shit, motherfuckers. In they later years, shit, 37, 42, 3 shot, 2 dead. You know, it's not like the streets don't love nobody. You just the extra body, man. Real talk. Even as a young child, I realized that shit. Like my mama always told me, shit, you gotta watch out for a lot of things, especially on this side, man. Motherfuckers that look like you, they want to take you out at any chance they get. Shit, from where you live to where you going to where you be. Shit, it don't even matter. And shit, just growing up on the low end and shit like that, it get real tragic, man. Real tragic, and it ain't shit nobody can really do about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like you just gotta go. You go through life step by step. As I went through life, I learned from other people. You know what I'm talking about? And when you learn from other people, you learn to do better. And that's kind of how my life went. That's why I say Kenny Rogers in the shadows. Real talk. Southside is no, you got your good days, you got your bad days, then you got your horrible days, then you got your horrible worst day. It just don't get. It's just crazy.
Oh, I gotta fix my camera. I'm sorry. Fuck.
That's how this shit been going since man, since I was little shit. So living in Chicago, even in my my time when I was doing what I was doing, it's it's give and take. You know what I'm talking about? But now it's just it got bad. But
Have you
that's
always
why I
lived on the
vibe.
south side?
I always lived on the south side. Yep, always. Shit, that's all I know.
So
Like I told people, the south side really don't go to west. West don't come to south. See, Chicago big, and most people don't even understand that. Most of the south siders stay on the south side. They don't go to the west. It's just be an occurrence on where they overlap each other sometimes and shit, but it ain't all the time. Especially dealing with the north side, that shit really never happens. But I went over north a couple times. My auntie stayed there and shit. That was a different. It was like a different feeling and shit. They had the best part of the lake. Shit was clear. You know what I'm talking like, man, it's a different part. Even though we in the same cities, it's just like it was a different world down there and shit. North side. That's why I say I ain't even understand them motherfuckers was even gang banging on the north. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit blew my mind when I started to hear that shit. Like motherfuckers on the north gang banging and shit. Like I thought that was just full of the gay people and just the uppity motherfuckers and shit like that.
yeah. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I got I got two brothers. You know what I'm talking about? No, my youngest brother, call him Butthead, booty shit, and both of them in costume right now.
Both of your brothers are?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah. Shit, been gone for some years now.
Are they
they'll
gonna
be
be getting
home
out
soon.
soon?
Yeah, free my brothers, man. You hear me? Like, shit, they'll be home soon, man. That's why I say shit, motherfucker think, man, motherfucker live rough lives and shit like that, but at the end of the day, no, nigga like me, you gotta keep going.
So, when you were growing up, did you live with your mom and your dad, or your mom?
Yeah, when I was, when I was growing up, shit, it was just mostly, us three, my mama and my two brothers and shit like that. Yeah.
So what was that
What's
like?
Oh shit. It was. Where can I put that? It was like beautiful chaos. God damn it. It's kind of like we had each other back through shit. It's just that shit. When I say I never really understood this backdoor shit of motherfuckers, the siblings going at each other shit. Me and my brothers, we had our battles and shit, but at the end of the day, we all we got. So it's us against the world shit. Motherfuckers ain't want to see that. So it was a good thing. Had my older brother and then had my younger brother and shit. We just was doing what we do shit. At the end of the day, it was good shit. It was beautiful. My mama, she did everything she could. God damn it, and she bust her ass to make sure that we grew up to be the best we can be. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. My younger brother shit. He got his grammar school diploma, his high school diploma and shit. I got my grammar school, my high school. Both of us went to college a little bit. My older brother, he was doing what he was doing in the street shit. Hey, she seen that she was losing him. She had to send him off. But doing that, that was the best thing she ever did, shit, because he would end up getting his GED and shit like that and doing better for himself. He survived just by her doing sacrificing that. A lot of mothers feel like, man, they want to have and keep their kids around and shit like that. But if you can't, control them or you can't help them as you see fit, shit, you need to do the best thing for them, and that's to make sure they can go somewhere and get the help they need and shit like that. And that's what she did.
So
He
when
was
you all
like,
went to school, did you go to the same school, or
yeah,
did you move around?
hell yeah, shit. We went to the same school,
So
you
go
know.
back to the first school that you went to.
Yeah.
All three of you went to that school. Oh, the echo's
The
gone.
first,
No, it's not. Shit.
yeah, it is because I can hear you perfectly. So just keep going.
Um,
But the first school that we went to was Booker T. Washington. Shit, that was the Dearborns.
so is Dearborn an apartment complex?
Uh huh. Another dangerous hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, craziness. That was a part of the era where we was young and shit like that. But we also, being young, we knew what was up and shit like that. We going to that school, we stayed on like the MC side. And stand on the MC side and having my cousin them be gangster disciples and shit like that on the other side, that was like woo. And they basically knew who we was and all of that shit. So we had some times in that motherfucker there. And that's all while we was young, you know what I'm talking about. So we lived on the MC side of the Dearborns. And my cousin them ran the GD side. So it was
So
basically
for
like
anybody that doesn't know, what does MC stand for? Or
oh
can you
yeah.
say?
Yeah. Mickey Cobras. MC stand for Mickey Cobras. They run under the five. And y'all already know Gangster Disciples shit run under the six. Them two is like that's oil and water right there. What I'm talking
So
about.
they're
And to
opposing
have
sides.
definitely them the sides that's really the opposing. You know what I'm talking about. So when they be saying like the GDs and the BDs going at each other, like in the gang is like they first cousins and shit like that. So they don't really be, they ain't really supposed to be doing what they doing, you know what I'm talking about, in the streets. So, cause, Larry Hoover, you know what I'm talking about, David Boxdale and shit started a lot of this shit together and things ended up being what it was. But it was always supposed to be a connection. And it turned out to be what it is now. But yeah, MCs and GDs definitely. 5 and 6, nah. And them knowing who we was and my cousin them running shit down there, you know, we had our battles. But we was young and shit, so okay.
Did you get
Did you
introduced
get
to that
introduced
when
to
you were
that when you were
in Dearborn?
in Dearborn? Man, hell no. I got introduced to that shit out the womb, goddamn.
Okay.
I got introduced to that shit out the womb. That shit was made for TV already. Yeah, I tell like it wasn't nothing we could do about that shit. Like I told you, like I just told you, my cousin them being who they was and shit like every fucking thing, shit. And plus, had some of them was pimps and shit like that back in the day. They still go to the player ball and shit like that. So it is what it
Oh,
is,
okay. I've
you know.
heard of the player
But us
ball.
going
Players
back.
ball.
Oh, okay. I've heard of the player ball. Yeah. Player ball. Yeah, Don, Bishop Magic Wand and shit like that. Yeah, my uncle and them be hanging fucking with them and shit. And he fuck with the Stones and he one of the heads of the Stones and shit. But the MCs ain't take too lightly for us to be living around there and shit like that. So when we was living around there and shit, they used to try to pick with us and shit like that. But at the end of the day, they called with a lot of flack from my cousin them and shit like that. And not even just them. They called flack from my auntie and them. Like, man, I that's why I say I seen a lot of powerful black women in my fucking life. Like, man, that's why I feel a lot of like, man, this shit just weak as hell now. You know what I'm talking about? With a lot of these black women and shit. Like, my cousin, my auntie, and them standing up to grown ass big mans and shit. Like, and was whooping them. Real talk. I remember my auntie was shit upstairs and shit, and me and my cousin was downstairs, and a motherfucker came and approached the motherfucker like, man, we know y'all cousin them was shooting at a motherfucker, all this other shit, man. We finna beat y'all ass, shit like this, and we in the hallway. And it's about a good 20 of them motherfuckers. And we still kind of little, but my cousin, shit, I think he was like, what, say 16, 17, something like that. And motherfucker was on that, you hear me? Like, but motherfucker strapping in the hallway, getting ready to, motherfucker fighting and shit like that. And the battle it was lopsided any motherfucking way, but we wasn't going. You know what I'm talking about? But motherfucker ran upstairs, got my auntie and shit. She came down, boy, on some straight demon shit, goddamn it. It was one of the head of the old, the MCs and shit. Like, his name was Black. And shit, hey, she put it on his ass, goddamn. I ain't never seen no shit like that. She was flipping them all in the hallway and shit, motherfucker. Like, man, they couldn't do nothing but just sit there and just look at that shit. Like, what the fuck? And I'm telling this man, he stood like 6'2", real talk. Motherfucker, like he lifting weights and shit like that, but she was beating his motherfucking ass.
And you said he was
And then
the
it's
leader
my
of
cousin
the MC.
and shit. They found leader out. Of the MC. Huh?
You said he was the leader, or maybe okay.
No, he ran that part. He ran them. You know what I'm talking about? So he was calling some shots and shit down there and shit. But like I said, they knew who we was, so they wanted to do all that shit. But like I said, we was doing what we was doing. Like, man, fucking with them and shit like that. Like, at the end of the day, we ain't let shit get by. Cause I know when we had our little BB guns and shit, we out the motherfucking top of the window sniping the shit out their ass. So they knew we was doing the shit, but my cousin them and shit like, man, hey, don't worry about it. To my like, man, y'all just keep doing what y'all doing and shit. We'll handle this shit. So we really ain't had no problems like that except, for that little time after my auntie did that, hey, it was cracking. It was really over with. So yeah, it was like that. Like I said, we
So
ain't
okay,
really
during
know.
that time, how old were you?
And during that time, shit, I think I was like, what? I put it at about 10, like 10, 11. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, 10, 11, something like that. We were still young, but we lived that life. The life like you can't even really understand. Like you still living that fast life, but you young. So trying to comprehend all that shit, like damn, that's how motherfuckers living. Yeah. So going to that, going to George, going to Booker T. Washington and shit, that was a motherfucker.
So what do you remember the most about going to Booker T?
That's what I did. Shit, we had good times in Booker T. Shit, most of the times when I went there, you know what I'm talking about, we went outside and we was having fun and shit like that. But that's when I really started to get introduced to like selling shit and shit like that. Like man, we used to like end up putting Kool-Aid in the bag and shit like that with the sugar and shit and shake it up and shit like that and wrap it up and shit. Kind of like how you would do some dope or cocaine and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's sugar and Kool-Aid and shit. And we was selling this shit to the kids and shit, like making quarter bags, 50-cent bags, like 75 cents the bag, dollars and shit like that. Like basically
And
getting
did you
prepped
drink
for,
it?
huh?
Was it a drink?
It was like
Kool-Aid?
you suck on the bag.
Oh,
Like
like
you would suck on the
candy.
bag. Yeah, you would suck
Oh,
on the
okay.
bag, and I guess it give you that is a sweet taste to the shit, and like a motherfucker, like man, real talk, they just keep coming back for the shit. Like they get it before school, after school, and we was making money off that shit. That's how we was able to get the BB guns and shit like that. What we wanted. So yeah, that shit was crazy. That's what I really remember most about that shit. That fight and shit being and getting introduced to what we need to do to get some money and shit. That's it.
That's always important.
So that's how life was with us back then. Shit, it was that. Then it was, you know, still having a life as kids and shit like that, but just understanding that it can get violent and it can get serious and shit like that. So it was a balance that they tried to have with us, but you know, we still did what we did. There was a lot of shit we got introduced to in the dip on. I won't even go into a lot, but yeah, man, it was crazy. That was one of them though. Just end up selling some shit, to my as kids and shit, like the Kool-Aid with the sugar and shit like that, and having other kids come and get the shit from us and making money off that shit. Like that's when I seen it. Like okay, that's what we need to do to get money. So I guess you can
Was that
probably
like the
call it.
art of the hustle?
Off in the side, yeah. I guess you can call it probably shit being groomed to get ready to hit a whole nother level shit. Cause that's what it was. Motherfuckers ain't nothing know nothing else. Like shit, y'all want to come after us and y'all want to do this. So okay, this the next level to this shit.
Okay, so then going forward, what would be the next thing that you remember?
Shit, what the was that? Oh yeah, I remember. It's my like me. It was me, my little brother, and and my little cousin Mike. His birthday just passed and shit. He gone R.I.P. Mike. Like we was at that playing the game. I think it was the Sega. Shit. And my cousin them came up there with a fucking female. Oh, you want to get into the PG-13? Oh shit! Hey, if y'all put y'all imagination to this shit, then hey, y'all already know.
So
You
how
know,
old were
like
you during this time?
I think it was about the same. Man, that shit was having like I think it was still the same age, about 11, 12, something like that. As we got older, about 11, something like that. But I guess it was, to them, it was kind of like the rite of passage or some shit to see where our minds was and shit like that. To see, you know, hey, and it was the, then was the motherfucking, hey, that was the top of the top. God damn it. So yeah, hey, and she was, I think she was a grown ass woman. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't think I know. Shit, but hey, I guess, yeah, and shit happens. Shit, and I say shit.
Okay,
We lived a life. It was fast.
sounds like it. So,
Yeah.
okay, so after Booker T, then where did you go?
Right. After Booker T, we
Or
went.
was that the first
Yeah, that
school?
was that was the first one. Yeah. So
Okay.
after Booker T, I went to Mayo. Shout out to everybody who went to Booker T, man. Shout out to everybody who went to Mayo. To my Mayo was right there. I think there was 36 in Persian, right behind Phillips. As we went to my grandma's
So is
house and
this the
shit like
low
that.
end?
Yeah, that's still the low end. That's the low end. Yeah, the Dearborn's the low end. Yeah, Mayo was on the low end. And we went there and shit, it was kind of like the same thing, you know what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, we was a little bit older, a little bit wiser in the streets and shit like that. So we was able to handle ourselves with more grace and more intelligence and shit like that. So that was alright time too. You go places and shit like that, and motherfuckers try to. Everybody can probably, every boy, probably can test the shit like this. Motherfuckers try you, then they fuck around and find out, you know, 'cause we was rough and tough already. That's how we was
So
made.
did
That's
you
how they
fight a
made
lot
us.
then?
Yeah, back then. It wasn't a lot. It was just shit. I think I say it was like once or twice before people found out that shit wasn't gonna happen the way they thought it was. When you go into a new school, everybody try to. Yeah, then they want to be your friend after you beat their ass and shit like that. So we actually became a lot of leaders in a lot of things when we went a lot of places. It was really like shit. We'd rather be with you than against you, goddamn it, shit like that.
So y'all made
And
y'all own way.
yeah, basically, yeah. And it was why we was young though, but motherfucker was like GD and all this other shit. But we was still young, 'cause that's what my family moved. That's what we was and shit. So, and that was GD territory down there and shit. But as kids, then motherfucker don't care. They'll pick with you and shit like that till you have to do something to them. Then they leave that shit alone.
So how many years is it between you and your brothers?
My oldest brother two, and then my youngest brother a year and a half. Yeah.
So a little bit of space, but not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. Shit, just a little bit. I say shit, me and my shit. Me and my little brother shit. That's why we grew up so tough and rough and shit, 'cause we used to fuck each other up. Shit, every day, shit. Either wrestling, there was big things back then. It was either wrestling or fucking around with the Power Rangers type shit. Motherfucker kick each other off the bed, goddamn it, big power bomb. We didn't give a fuck. We didn't give a fuck. And we got even violent and all that shit, cause we just was, I got loco, goddamn it. Where we chasing each other around with knives and shit, goddamn motherfucker. Fucking man, we was jam. It's like, man, don't fuck around with them. Them niggas crazy. But
Yeah.
when it's time to do some other shit in the street, you know what I'm talking about? It is what it is. That's why a lot of people like, man, nah, we'd rather fuck with them than fuck, than try to do anything against them. Them motherfuckers crazy.
So then, from the ages of 11 to 12, did you say to 12
Yeah.
at Dearborn? Well, in those apartments?
That was the Dearborns and then, what I'm talking about Mayo and shit like that in my grandma crib.
Okay. And how long were you there?
I think that Mayo lasted like a year. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like a year or two, I'm gonna say 2 years at Mayo before I went to the final destination. Hmm.
Oh, okay. So what's the final destination?
That's why I got introduced to Madden Park. That's where the swimming pool and shit was at. Where everybody used to go and
Okay.
shit like that. So yeah. And
So what was
going
that
down, that
like?
was interesting. Woo. Shit. That was a man, that motherfucker that boy was man, something else. I ain't got nothing. I looked at it like it was a test of wheels and shit like that. Cause you had a lot of other motherfucking people coming there, and then then you had the girls coming in, and then it was just like a crowded swimming pool, where just everybody come to and shit like that. But it was a good and bad experience at the same time and shit. Yeah, so I
More
know
good
shit.
than bad, or
Yeah, more good than bad shit. I remember shit. Me and my cousin shit was messing with two twin sisters and shit like that. And man, motherfuckers, that's how I
oh
first
wow.
learned how to swim now. I ain't know how to swim at first and shit till my cousin them pushed me in the damn pool and shit because I was down there at the 12 feet and shit. And that's all they knew because that's how they learned how to swim. But I ain't know shit. I know my motherfucking ass got pushed in the pool. I hit the bottom of that motherfucker. Like, what the fuck?
Oh
And I'm like,
shit.
yeah, I hit the bottom and pop back up. To my man, you better stay up. You better stay up. Goddamn, you got a doggy paddle. You gotta do something or you gonna drown. I guess it's that
Oh, so you
fear.
didn't know how to swim?
No, I ain't know how to swim then. They knew it too, but I guess that fear was like, hey, that's where I get it from. Is either motherfucking eat or be eaten, man. Is either sink or swim and shit like that, and that's where it came from, shit. So I end up doggy paddling and shit like that, and staying above the water and shit. So it worked out though. It did, cause I'm a
I know you say that
motherfucking
a lot, eat or be eaten.
man. That's how we live. Real talk. So and that was one of the first lessons. But I knew if I was, they knew how to swim. You know what I'm talking about. But I knew they'd save me. But it was just me just trying to live up to what they wanted me to do. So you know what I'm talking about. I just started doggy paddling and shit like that and kept myself above the water. And as I'm doing that, you know what I'm talking about. It's like they turned their damn back. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, he good now. You know what I'm talking about. Because I guess the lifeguard was even complaining like he down here and shit like that, and so they just like,
Right.
man, ooh,
So
I'm
you taught
dogging out.
yourself.
Basically, yeah.
Mm.
So I'm now as I'm doing that, it's like as the day went on, now I'm starting to swim and shit. It's like I'm a fast learner with a lot of shit. So I'm starting to swim and shit like that, and I shit about what end of the summer I'm backstroking now and shit. Like, you know, but I wouldn't advise that with that. It was just how motherfucker did me. I'm sure shit. I'm like, damn. I ain't know at that point. I'm young. I had that fear. Like shit, I might drown. Shit, they might not come save my ass. God, I don't know. Shit, but I made it happen for me though. So I'm just doing what I'm doing. So by the end of the summer, I'm backstroking and shit. Like, man. And now I'm probably one of the best motherfucking swimmers on earth. Real talk.
Are
Are
you?
you? That's
Well,
crazy.
that's
Yeah. Well,
good.
that's good.
So,
So,
okay, did you
so
all
okay,
hang
did
out
you
at
all
the
hang out at
pool
the pool
like during the
like
summer
during the summer? Hell
when
yeah.
school was
When
there,
school was there,
or
or yeah, that was like in the summertime when school was out. You know, to my that was one of the times and shit that my cousin got. He got caught up there with a damn banger and shit like that in the book bag and shit, and motherfucker was like puzzled, like damn, okay, this is what all this is about. I don't know who told and who did this, but yeah, he got caught with that, and shit, it was just like, man, okay, this what this life is really about. This what this life is really, you know, it's about headed towards. Like this is what you got to do. But at the end of the day, I wasn't thinking about damn. We really up here being protected. I'm having fun, but I'm understanding shit. You know, like we grew up fighting and doing all that shit. But you know, as they older, so they know what they got to do. You know what I'm talking about? But that's when I was introduced to that shit. Like, okay, we got to do shit like this to, you know, we have to get down on the motherfucker if they trying to fuck around. But yeah, he got caught with a banger inside his motherfucking book bag and shit like that. So we went up there. We was always
so
straight.
he
So
got caught
he
with
got
it?
caught with it. Yeah, it was in the book bag and shit, and it was where we
He
was
get in
at. He
trouble?
get in
Like
trouble?
at the
Oh like yeah.
school?
At
I
the
mean, at the
school? I mean,
pool?
at the pool? Uh huh. They end up calling the police and shit like that, and I think he ended up getting. At that time, I think it was probation at that time for that. I think that was the first banker case. At that point in time, yeah, that's my cousin Vito Johnson. Goddamn, that's like my shit, my brother cousin. Yeah, and we like I said, my family close.
So, and
We
that's
all
good.
and
That's
that's
good,
good. That's
especially
good, especially
living
living
in Chicago.
Chicago.
You need
Yeah, we need
your people.
good people. For sure.
So,
So,
oh, go ahead. I'm
oh,
sorry.
go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was just saying for sure, shit. Just growing up, being close to each other like that, always having each other back, never letting shit happen to them, one of us and shit like that. And that's just how it was. You fuck
So
with one,
after
you.
the
So
gun
after the gun
incident, what
incident,
happened next?
what happened next?
Because you said the cops
Because you
got
said the cops
called, so
got
that was
called,
big
so
because
that
y'all
was
were
big because
kids.
y'all were kids. Yeah, the cops got called and shit. You know, his mama and shit came, had to go get him and shit like that because they took him. So we all left and shit like that. We went back to my grandma crib and shit like that. But yeah, his mama had to come get him. You know what I'm saying? That's where the probation and shit came in at. But motherfucker right back doing the same shit again.
So then what was the
So then,
next
what
big
was the
thing that
next big
happened to
thing
you
that
all
happened to you all
while you was hanging
while
out
you
at
was
the
hanging out
pool
at the
and doing your
pool and
thing?
doing your thing?
Because I guess you like
Because I
almost
guess you like
preteen.
almost yeah. Preteen. Yeah, that's when I had to realize how we won we wasn't high like on the level. We went on a level like as the big guys yet and shit like that. Like me and my little brother, we went up there. I guess we went up there by ourselves. At least we thought we was by ourselves because I ain't see no damn body. Like, but we just wanted to go, you know, go up because we been doing it. You know what I'm talking about? But I guess motherfuckers probably seen the opportunity or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really ain't know what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm talking about? All I know is that we went, you know, me and my little brother, we went inside the little locker room and shit to change the look our clothes, our shorts and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm like, shit, okay, I'm done. Shit, after, you know, you take the shower, shit, you put your clothes on and you leave out. I left out, you know what I'm talking about, but I'm still a little bit outside the door waiting on my little brother to come out and shit like that. And I don't even know what the fuck, but I know at the end of the day it was a motherfucker named Peanut, some shit like that. I think he stayed in the kind of the death home, yeah, the death home buildings, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but He's one of them motherfucking little retarded motherfuckers, but he was older than us. Dude, like, he was like, I think he was like 17, 16. He was 16 or some shit like that. And I don't even know what happened. But I know shit at the end of the day, I mean, I'm finna ready, I'm stretching and shit like that. And I'm like, damn, fuck taking him so long and shit like that. I know they coming out of the motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But he got my he got my little brother in the headlock. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like one of them crazy moments. Like, man, real talk, what the fuck is going on? You gotta think about a lot of shit. But I'm thinking like, man, what the fuck just happened that fast? Like, damn. And as I'm doing that shit, he got him in the head like it's kind of like a sleeper hole. You know what I'm talking about? And then he have him in a sleeper hole, so I run up on him. I'm hitting him. I'm hitting him, man. Let go, of my little brother. Ooh, hitting him. I'm hitting him in the face and the body, all type of shit. But he ain't letting him go and shit like that. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? But cause he bigger than us. You know what I'm talking about? So I guess my hits probably wasn't dazing him like they supposed to. But I'm hitting him hard as hell, as I see. Shit. So as he got, he's getting weak. Like, man, now I'm panicking and shit. You know, I'm talking about like, man, getting emotional and shit. Like, man, let go my little brother, man. I'm studying him and shit. You know what I'm saying? He hit him, and then shit, he ended up falling. And when he fell, he hit his damn side of his face. So I guess he had ended up putting him to sleep or some shit like that. Then me and him got the like wrestling and shit. He tried to put me in the shit and whatever, you know. But I picked up I think it was some type of little brick or some shit, and I hit him. I hit him in the head with that motherfucker. He got up. He got up off me. You know what I'm talking about? I ended up getting up and like running around the corner and shit like that. Like, man, what the fuck? I came back, got my brother. Like, man, get up, get up, get up, get up. And I ended up slapping him and shit. Like, man, what the fuck? And he standing there. He ain't even want to fight no more. He just sitting there looking and shit. Then out of the blue, my cousin Lee Ball. I didn't even know my cousin Lee Ball was there. He came out of the blue, and now he got a motherfucker his age, and Lee Ball was 18. So he got him. I'm like, he like, what happened to little Scud? I'm like, this bitch ass nigga just put him in, he just choked him in, and now he on the ground. And she say, he did what? He say, you put your hands on my little cousin, man. He say, man, he did son. Man, he knocked his ass clean out. Real talk. I ain't never seen he knocked him right off the damn thing. I said, damn, into the gate. You know what I'm saying? He got the beating his ass. But at the end of the day, that's when I realized, like, damn, we wasn't, on a level yet. It's still being young and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, when my cousin did that shit, that wasn't it for that boy. Then I started to feel sorry for his ass. That wasn't it.
What, they get him again?
Hell yeah. Then my big brother found out about that shit. Then that shit, and my big cousins and all that other shit, man. That boy got his motherfucking head beat the fuck in every day. Real talk to his mama. His mama had to get rid of him. Real talk. They went and knocked on his door. Like, tell your son come out of that motherfucker right now. Real talk. We coming in there and we dragging him up out of there. And she came and she let him come out. They beat that motherfucking boy ass from the sixth floor to the first floor. Real
Damn.
talk. I think that shit lasted for almost every day for about a week. Real talk. Hey, all the Sarbies in the world couldn't fix what he did. Real. Yeah, I say yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Just understanding that the motherfucker was younger than we younger than him, and you know what I'm talking about? Like, you trying to take advantage of motherfuckers, shit like that. Like, we able to go anywhere we want to, and whatever the fuck he did, it ain't cause for you to do that, man. My big brother and them was beating his ass every day. But that made us
Wow.
that right there just that made me get my weight up, and that made me to my start. That's what the exercise and all this the training and all that shit started going. I'm like, man, I never put myself in that predicament again. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I feel like I'm helpless and shit like that. So I'm like, man, we got our shit clean together off that shit. Real talk. That was the beginning. That was the beginning.
Yeah.
So if that was the
So if that was the
beginning,
beginning,
what
what
what followed
what followed?
this
This
particular,
particular,
like,
Oh,
where
like,
did y'all
where
jump off
did
the
y'all jump off the
porch, or
porch,
that
or
was it.
what happened?
what happened?
That was the beginning was that, and when the beginning happened, man, fireworks came up in the air. Goddamn. That's when I went to Donahue. But in the instant of me doing all of that, my family was already running Newtown. That's where my cousin Chuck come in at,
I've
and
heard
that
you
was
talk
I've
part
about
heard
of
you
Chuck.
talk about Chuck.
yeah, R.I.P. Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now, is he the
that's
one
Now,
that
is he the
where
one
Chucktown
that
was named
Chucktown was
after?
named after?
uh huh. So when that
So tell
shit
us a little
happened,
bit
Tell us
about
a little bit
him,
about him,
mm, oh yeah,
or
Chuck was
just
or
man.
just
whatever you were gonna
whatever you were
say.
gonna say.
Yeah, Chuck was man. He was like I'm gonna say he was like five. He was like five. I'm gonna say 5'7", 5'6", something like that. But that motherfucker was like stocky, swole, and he was young running. He was young running against the disciples and shit like that. He ran the whole low end. His part when he was there, he ran the whole low end and shit like one of the right hand man to Larry Hoover. And
Oh, so is
Also,
this the
is
man
this
that
the
was
man
shaking his
that was
hand in the
shaking his
picture?
hand in the picture?
yeah,
Is that him? Oh,
Is that
okay.
him? Oh, okay.
R.I.P. to your
R.I.P.
cousin
to your
too.
cousin too.
yeah.
Okay, hang on real
Okay,
quick,
hang
cause
on
you know
real
I
quick,
only
cause you
got
know
one
I only
foot.
got one
So
foot.
hold on,
So
cause
hold on,
I'm
cause
falling out of
I'm
the
falling
chair.
out of the chair.
Hold on, okay.
Hold on, okay?
uh, appreciate y'all kicking it with me, man. Going through my life story and shit like that. I ain't said the echo bad. Let's see. Am I echoing? Hopefully I ain't echoing. I don't know why that shit doing that. Yeah, man. It was just you echoing sound. You don't want to change your headphones?
You think I
You think
should?
I should?
I don't. I think you sound better now.
I wonder what
Oh, I wonder
happened.
what happened.
You sound
It's
real
just
better now.
me.
It's just me.
But yeah, shit, growing up on the low end, just knowing my cousin and shit like that, like Chuck, man, he was larger than life, man. Real talk. That's why motherfucker give us so much respect, and it was just an honor for motherfucker to even know him and be around him and shit like that. Like man, I said no, still echoing. You should change your headphones. Try changing them.
Okay. You
Okay.
think I should?
You think I should?
It
Yeah,
won't be wireless
It won't be
though. It'll
wireless
be.
though. It'll be.
it don't matter. That's probably the problem.
But I closed
Close
everything on my
everything on my
phone.
phone.
Yeah,
Like
but
I
if
only
it,
got my
Like I only
phone
that,
and
got
my
my
that
phone
headset.
and my headset.
yeah, but I know that that's how that Bluetooth shit be happening though.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, y'all, shit, he was larger than life, man. Like a motherfucker, they, man, they shook. They was shook. Every time he talked, every time he did anything, it wasn't nothing the motherfucker could do or move around or do anything without him knowing. But he had a heart where he giving back to motherfuckers, and it was school giveaways and it was book bags, this, and he treated the kids with love like they was his and shit. Like every time we got out of school, whatever, it was summertime or any type of hot day, he banged out the whole ice cream truck, man. Y'all sit right here and let these kids go and get whatever they want. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. Like I said, like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I seen them doing like we had big ass giant picnics in Newtown, like big giant picnics in Newtown. I mean, free food, big big garbage cans of fucking pops and whatever motherfuckers wanted. Like the like ribs and chicken and all that shit. Everything was free for us. Like we was one. It was one big family. That's why the respect and the love and the loyalty was is always gonna be there. Newtown is gone, but at the end of the day, that shit lives on in our heart. Like that's how powerful that shit was. Like we never had one of them days like man we didn't want to be there. Like motherfuckers was really mad. They wanted to tie them buildings down. Like that shit was crazy. Like even though motherfuckers talking about oh we want to get y'all house and then y'all can live in a house. Motherfuckers ain't want that shit. Motherfuckers wanted to be where they was. Like that's how powerful Newtown was. Like man, and then people still holding their heart. Shit like man, Newtown is like a family. That's why we Mars is FBG Butter Daddy. Yeah, you more clear now. Shit.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm still
I'm still
echoing.
echoing.
Why you echoing? Try to do it without the headphone.
Okay.
You really don't even need the headphone. You see me. You don't even need them headphones. But yeah, y'all hear LBG Butter talk about that shit. Like man, Newtown is like a big family, which we was, and that's how we know. You know, that's how as a kid, as a baby and shit, I'm introduced to Mars. You know, that's FBG Butter Daddy and he family. You know what I'm talking about? So just knowing all that shit, but I ain't even know is watching Butter and them grow up. But I ain't even know that was his damn daddy shit. Cause I really don't watch them niggas. Like all that drill shit, all them niggas rapping and shit like that. That shit ain't. I watch real entertain. I watch real motherfuckers do shit. I don't watch. I wasn't really in tune with Sosa and doing what I was doing. I basically I'm talking about Eminem, you know, motherfuckers like that, man. Jadakiss, motherfuckers like that. That inspired me to do a lot of shit. But also keeping my own style and keeping who I am intact with fucking with them. Yeah. So I always just sit back and I watch the greats do the great things they did and shit and I just man, learn from a lot of things they did and then I say, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do back. A lot of people like, damn, you ain't pay attention to Sosa and them. Like, no, I didn't like that shit. I didn't. At that time, I had a little cousin that was going off and doing. At that time, I was doing my thing. I was doing shows in Detroit and shit like that. Sam, stop you, Samantha.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, stop moving around so much. Nah, at that time, I was doing my thing and shit like that, like in Detroit and shit like that. But now she ready, so we get back to the story. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, my cousin Chuck. Yeah, Yeah, he was larger than life, man. He was larger than life. That's the first person I seen with all the money. First person I seen with all the fancy clothes and all that other shit, man. And seeing it with all the respect and all that shit. Like, man, that shit was crazy. Before we even knew how to even know rappers was doing their thing, he was, man, them niggas was really doing their shit. Samantha,
Hold on, it's my dog. Hold on, hold on.
just let me know when you back ready. Yeah. I bet your show tell her that if you got anything extra open or something, make sure everything closed. And then that'll stop. Yeah, my shit. Man. Good. Been looking forward to this night right here. Making sure I can get in tune with the people. Let y'all know this volume one in the shadows. Shit like that. You got every Do you got everything closed? Like every piece, like any windows and stuff open?
Yeah, my sister sent me in the room. That's it. Damn.
Oh no, shit, that ain't gonna work either. You gotta cut that off. Wait. I don't hear it no more. Talk. Say something.
Yeah, can
Say
you hear me?
something. Okay. You, that's why I say keep the phone still. No, I can't hear you.
I'm just holding it. I'm holding it.
All right, now I can. Right, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So, what? I'm sorry about that. What were you
No, I
saying
can't
about
hear you. No, I can't hear you now. Nah, it ain't even through this through YouTube. You ain't got nothing else open. Oh no. Try to put your headphones back on. Yeah. I already know. You trying to get this shit together and shit like that, but I'm looking forward to a lot of this other shit going down. This shit the value that the other part of this shit gonna be way better, but just going through this shit by myself though, just understanding how this shit go, going to Donahue after leaving Mayo, that was like a big part of a lot of shit. That's when motherfuckers really jumped off. Cause the same thing happened there, even though it was in my people shit. Same shit happened. Motherfucker test me. So I think that was sixth grade. Let me know. Yeah, it was like sixth grade. Well, I'm in gym. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker get to be playing basketball or some shit like that. That motherfucker get the ball. I got my back turned. Motherfucker hit me in the head with the ball. But by that time, motherfucker ready. Hit me in the head with the fucking ball. So as we growing up, we done been through all this shit. Like I said, from the bigger guy doing that shit to my little brother, and from us fighting the littler people as we in the other schools and shit. Now we coming of age. Man, that's all the motherfucker had to do. And this is a motherfucker living in the same, same place where we at, same thing, representing same shit, and that shit went left like a motherfucker. I had to beat the dog shit out of his ass. But motherfucker cool to this day now though. Real shit. That's like family. So that's kind of how guys have to fuck. That's what we do though. But he like family now. Talk, say something.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So yeah, we at Donahue now.
So,
So,
what age
what
are
age
you
are
at
you
Donahue?
at Donahue?
That's 12.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
you a
okay.
young
So you
man.
a young man.
Yeah. Now we getting older. It's like 12, yeah. Going through the little ringers now. So now we
You froze. Kenny, Kenny, what happened?
yeah. You two fucking around. That's you two fucking around.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should pre-record them, I guess, through StreamYard. And that way, or I don't
But
know.
I better say we here now though. We'll figure it out on volume two. Shit. But, yeah, we did a lot of shit back then, shit in Donahue and shit. So yeah, I'm older now. I'm getting better at what I'm doing. I'm developing and still gotta go through some of the same things and shit like that, but now we get more dangerous. So that was another
So,
first fight that ended quick and ain't nobody do try shit else. That was it.
so what do you want us to know about this time period?
This time period was more into like in integrating myself into the gang nature and like understanding shit. It really is, goddamn it. That's why I always say it really is eat or be eaten, goddamn it, because we at Donahue and shit like that. So on that side, you had Newtown. Then on that other side, you had the Otterby Wells and the Dead Homes. The Otterby Wells was the arch enemies, goddamn it, shit. And every day we got out of school, shit, we down there went across the street fighting them boys every day, all the time, like shit,
Over just anything?
especially on Fridays and shit.
Hmm.
Real shit.
So, um, did you fight just over anything or
Yeah,
fighting
I mean,
over?
I mean, at that time, I'm gonna say that was like '96. At that time, it was '96, and '96, my cousin Chucky died. He passed away. Shit, he got I want to say assassinated. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know, I can't really go too much into none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's a whole nother realm. That's some other shit. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that shit happened to him. He was going to you say, his grandma funeral and shit like that, and they caught him. And they end up, you know, unaliving him at that point. You know what I'm talking about? Because some whole other shit. But, like, that flipped the whole tide. When that shit happened, that's when the gangster disciple shit stopped. So, you can take that for what it is, and but yeah, in '96, that's when the gangster disciple shit stopped. It was over with.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, um, after you lost your cousin, I'm sure that was a big loss for you. What happened after that? How did that affect you?
Yeah. Yeah, when I heard about that shit, I was in school. I was in school when that happened. So as I'm in school, you know, it's kind of like somebody shit did something to the damn president because I ain't know, at the end of the day, shit, teacher come to me saying shit, this then, you know, gotta pull you to the side. This happened and this happened. Ooh, like damn, it shocked me. That hurt me the most because of who he was and how he used to be towards me and shit like that, and to my brothers and shit like that. And that hurted a lot, shit, because I ain't understand. But the family made me understand and shit like that. But I'm like, damn. So that really hit me hard when he passed and shit like that. And then my mom and them came and got me out of school and shit. So I was like, that shit hurt. It rocked everybody, not just me. That shit rocked the whole nation. It changed the whole landscape of the BDGD shit. It changed everything.
So,
That was the beginning of the movement.
okay, okay.
So
So, um, growing up during this time, and before this time, was there any hoods that stood out more than others? Like that was strictly you couldn't go there, it's off limits, anything like that.
we still went.
Even though, even though you weren't supposed to.
We still went. It was out to be Wales. To my shit. It was up there at Washington Park. You know what I'm talking about? I done told the little stories of that shit. We went up there at Washington Park and shit. And we went up there. To my one supposed to be up there. I think if I ain't mistaken, I think they was Stones at that time or MCs, one of them. And shit, we still went up there. We went up there like it was like 10 deep, but we ain't give a fuck. That's just how we was. When nobody gonna stop us from doing anything and shit. But at the end of the day, us having to fight our way from out of there, to my it still ain't make a difference. We still did what we had to do to get the fuck from up out of there and shit. Like I said, I was still at that point younger than them, but they made sure that I was good. So the little brother them, they weren't there. It was just me. So I'm with them and shit. We gotta fight our way up out of there and shit. We fighting and shit. Then shit, it went from being 12 of them to being shit down there 20, 25 of them motherfuckers coming. So we had to get up out of there, goddamn it. Shit, motherfucker running and shit. Running. Motherfucker, I'm the last one in line and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, as I'm being little and being the last one in line, motherfucker look back like, what Kenny at? You know, it's about like, man, this shit, I'm about 20 feet behind him. Motherfucker stop. Like, fuck. He stop. Got me, pushed me along and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. But then it happened again. And his name Horace, you know what I'm talking about? Like he came back. He came back and got me. You know what I'm talking about? Like he sacrificed himself. That's just how we was, man. That shit was crazy. Like that's what we believed in with each other. Like he sacrificed himself to save me. Like he keep running. He put it like, man, just keep running, keep on going. Shit, he stopped so they wouldn't pursue me no more. He stopped, and the rest of the guys, shit, they was gone. Shit, motherfucker thought everybody was still in that mode. So he stopped. He get to fighting. He get to fighting all them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? You just keep running. Don't look back. Keep running. He fighting all them motherfuckers and shit like that. And by the time motherfuckers realized, I caught up to them. He's like, man, what horse that shit? I'm like, man, he still be back there fighting. He's like, man, what the hell? So he's like, man, you keep going to the block. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta go back. So and then he's like, man, tell them that we up here. So you know what I'm talking about? they can come up here and help us and shit like that, whatever. So like, man, I had to keep running. I went back and told the rest of the guys, like, man, they up there at Washington Park and shit, you know, it's about fighting and shit. So they went up there and got them. So, but at the end of the day, you know, shit, you know, Horace, he was kind of beat up a little bit and shit like that, and they all came back in one piece and shit like that. But that's just the meaning of family. That's just the meaning of having a heart, and that's just the meaning of just being a brotherhood. You know, it's about it was deeper than just it was deeper than gang banging. It was just we family,
So,
and then me being the youngest one, they'd never let nothing happen to me. They, you know, it's just how it was.
mm, that's crazy for real. Um, so let me ask you something. Um, you know Swipe, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you know him already during this time, or had you not met him yet?
yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah. We was rocking out. Like I said, them was the Donahue days. You know, it's
Okay.
about
Okay. So how old were you when you met Swipe?
that was like I said 12. That was the 12, 13, 14 era. That's what it was. Einstein. He went to Einstein, but the Einstein was across the street too. And you know, but he lived in the town. You know what I'm talking about? But so you know how it go. You go to certain
Mhm.
schools, and y'all. But both of the schools was close. But
Okay.
he
Because
was
I know
in the
that
town.
you all were friends for a long time, so I just didn't know like if you met him when you was a teenager or when you was a little boy or what.
Yeah, that was the preteen years. Yeah, that was the preteen years. That's why I say that's when everything was starting to round off. Like that's when we started the shit, you know, like they like to say, smell ourselves and shit like that. Like it was wicked. That's when everything started to happen. Like when my cousin passed away, you know, and then my first, you know, turned to another era in life and shit as being black disciples and shit like that. The way it was more of everything and shit like that. So to me, that started everything. Like it was the motherfuckers was who they was, but they wasn't the BDs wasn't popping. It wasn't what it was until Newtown got involved and all that shit. That's what it was.
You playing
So,
with your dog?
huh?
Are you playing with your dog?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
She's she's sitting out there watching the interview, goddamn. But yeah, that's why I just said a lot of this shit ain't gonna get popping until Newtown did what they did, and you know, them builders got two down and bow. But yeah, Donahue, that's when Swipe came in at and shit like that, and wait, we was close, you know, shit, like you said, just running around that motherfucker doing what we do.
So, where do you want this to take us? What part do you want to lead us to now?
Shit, it's still basically in the same little motion shit where, you know, having to go through a lot of things what we went through, shit, having to shit still show motherfuckers that we stepping up and doing what we doing. So now we catching motherfuckers and shit, beating them out their clothes and shit, taking coats and shoes and shit like that, and just running wild and doing a whole bunch of shit that like man, watching people lives and shit. So now we trying to see what we capable of doing and all this shit. So now we getting more tuned up with this shit. So as them years going on, that was what, seventh, eighth grade and shit like that. No, we having the juke parties and at the Abraham Lincoln Center and shit. So now we getting more and more and more and more into girls, and because at that time, boys, we just more into destructive shit, just doing shit, just. But now here come the girl era, like the juke parties and all shit. Like
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
So you got to go into that shit like we dancing, doing all that shit. But now we looking at it like, okay, to get this, you need money. To get the money, you need to do what these guys doing and shit. Motherfuckers started getting in tune with all of that shit. But to me, it was kind of like it's. I was always thinking about a time after this. It was to me. It was always gonna be a time after gang and doing all this shit. So I had to know I put my thinking cap on, like, and my mama, like I said, it was one of her big things. Like, man, school, education, knowing how to talk to people, knowing how to de-escalate a lot of situations, conflict and just being the best person you could be and shit like that. So I'm always was dilly dallying in two worlds, to like just educating myself and making sure that I was the best guy at that point, to where I can be able to talk to a white person and or talk to a employer with sense and knowledge and shit like that, and not just sound like a hood rat, like maybe I didn't want to do that shit, and maybe I wanted to go in another direction and shit like that. And then at that time, shit, my auntie and shit, like I said, the one that beat up the Mo, I mean, the MC and shit, like she started getting into church. So I was dilly dallying in that shit, like, like man, doing all of
Yeah,
that.
'cause there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, yeah, 'cause you gotta
And
find your own way too.
that's what it was. As a young man, it's a lot of that shit go on. Like you gotta. That's what I was doing. I'm testing the waters off everything, seeing what fits and what I don't want and shit like that. So, and that's what damn near. That's what 086 Morgan come in at. That's what the buildings. When the building got too down, cause just skipping stones, but skipping the process, but rewinding, graduating out of Donahue and shit like that, and then going to Wendell Phillips Academy and shit like that. That was a whole new world that opened up. Like I'm, I'm liking that shit because
Right.
then as a boy, a young man, shit. I'm like, shit. Now you seeing females with bigger butts and shit, fooling all me.
Yeah.
You seeing a lot, like, yeah, you seeing shit like, yo, shit. Welcome to high school, goddamn shit. Hey, I'm like, man, but one thing I knew, like, shit, because in grammar school, that was a big thing with my OG. Like, she never really let us miss a day. Shit, I had perfect attendance all through that shit.
That's what's up.
Rain, hail, sleet, snow, sick. For real, that was one of my things. Shit, perfect attendance. She didn't go. She wasn't going. And even in high school, I'm gonna say into my junior senior year and shit, because I had enough credits and shit like that to where I ain't really need to go like that. I only had a couple classes. So yeah, your boy is smart, goddamn. So
That's what's
I
up.
was doing my shit. But that's why I said, it was then,
Mhm.
school was out of the question. Shit. So going to Phillips and shit though, that was exciting shit. I was on the basketball team. So
Okay.
I'm good at that basketball shit. You know what I'm saying? Football team. But I quit that shit though because they was practicing in the summertime and no fat ass helmets. So, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at that time, like I said, at that time, they still was GD, and now Newtown we was BD now. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it was what it was, but it was more common because they really knew better. So I was able to be staying after school late and do what I needed to do and shit like that. So yeah, even be standing by the store and even talking to G boys, like the dude they say that Rondo, well, allegedly them they killed and all this other shit. Like, boy, I was in school with him.
Oh, okay. The
The
Uber
cab, the
driver?
cab driver. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's crazy. Ain't it?
Yeah, it really is. It really, really is.
I went to
Shoot,
school
I'm
with that
really trying
man.
to ignore you because I'm trying to be professional. So you got it.
As in school, shit. He was kind of like he was like a ladies' man and shit like that. Light skinned guy, low cut, shit like that. Motherfuckers, they was on him and shit. But I was talking to him. He used to play basketball. He was on a basketball team and shit. He had a couple classes and shit. He used to holler at him, talk to him and shit, lunch and shit like that. But when you get older, you start doing other shit. I was at shit. It was basically shit over with once I left Phillips. You know,
Okay.
that's when the
Yeah.
086 era started.
Okay. I'm trying. I mean,
Yeah,
cause I'm trying to picture it in my mind. So like
yeah, that was,
chronologically as you
yeah,
telling it. So
yeah. That's why I say, motherfucker, hey, just close your eyes and just visualize this shit here. As like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, like yeah, we was talking and shit like that, what I'm saying? And just to hear that he got killed, like, doing some cab service shit about allegedly Rondo number 9 them, like damn. I'm like,
yeah, that's
so
crazy. Yeah.
I can never be immune to motherfuckers just steady dying and shit, so it's just what it
Yeah.
was. So, yeah. But even though he was opposite, well, because they say, but he was GD though. He was.
Oh, he
He
was.
was. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it had something to do with none of that shit or whatever the case may be. But like I said, he was GD though. Yeah, I don't know if he was pump faking none of that shit, but I used to hear him saying G and all that shit
Oh, for real?
because
That's.
that's
I
what
mean,
Philip
that's
was.
okay. Okay. But I mean, because you hear like part of the story, and it kind of makes um. I mean, I would have thought he would have been like a more innocent person. So,
Yeah, that's how they
like
always try to protect somebody.
yeah. So that's
uh,
why
yeah.
that's why I was shocked when you said that you heard him saying. I'm like, for real?
Oh,
Okay.
that's what I thought it was about. That's what I thought it was about when I heard that shit. But then it's like, no, he was just something about picking somebody up. He was doing the cab service, shit like that. But I'm thinking they probably knew him or he was involved in some shit. But he was GD to me, shit. So I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they crossed paths at the wrong time. I don't know. But did they know he was GD?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
that's how y'all think I know. That's when it happened. I'm like, oh, that's boy. How the fuck? Damn, yeah. He
Yeah.
went back then.
Okay.
He went to Wendell Phillips Academy. Real talk. In them years, look it up. No, I can't cap. And the man was saying GD, so that's why I was like, damn, did they do that because he said it was GD or was it just the wrong place, wrong time, shit like that. I don't even know. Mm.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, he lost his life, but now you won't ever know that side of it. But
Yeah. So and it's still coming to fruition today because they come out some them two arguing and they little snippets on Instagram or YouTube whatever about snitching and all this shit. But yeah, I knew him. I used to talk to him and shit like that, and Phillips and shit like that, like hanging out by the store and shit before we went to school, lunch, talking. It was just crazy. But I thought it was just because shit they caught him being GD some damn well shit. But
right,
if it is what it
right.
is, it is what it is. But it's okay though, because a lot of motherfuckers look at it like they didn't even know. I'm dropping a jewel right now because nobody ever knew that. At least I never heard nobody say nothing about it.
They may not have known for real. They may not have.
Them motherfuckers, listen.
Damn.
That was a big thing back then. Them motherfuckers, they was gang bang like motherfucker back then. Real talk. That's from the era where you'll be sitting on the back of the bus and motherfucker get off the back of the bus and they'll knock your ass clean the fuck out. Real talk.
Wow. Crazy.
Clean the fuck out. You know what I mean? I can't. That's why I said all the other shit about the. I can't cap. I can't do that shit. Just ask anybody. You sit on the back of the bus and somebody getting off, they gonna knock your ass clean the fuck out. Especially being down there in the 30s in the Phillip area, the Otta B. Wells area where they mostly that's what he was. That's what he was from. GD. He was GD.
That's what it
That's
was
why
for.
I ain't know that they associated themselves with that. You know, did they know he was, or was he just driving a cab at that time? I don't know, but at that point, I knew that's what he was claiming back then.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
did they used to call Swipe Mr. Steal Your Girl?
What? Who the fuck said that?
He said it.
Oh, this nigga, you just can't help yourself, could you, Samantha?
I mean,
He knew
I'm
he was gonna get
sorry.
you. He knew he was gonna get you to do it one way or another.
I ain't missed the thing that nobody has said so far. They've been
Nah,
talking about my
but,
eyebrows, all kind of shit.
but
But at
I
least they
have to.
mine. They not drawn on. Nails is
Swipe.
mine. All
He
that.
lived.
Go
Swipe.
ahead.
Swipe told his own story. No,
Okay, now
everything
you
he
telling
said.
yours,
Yeah, he told
which
his
is
own
very
story.
interesting. I might add.
Hey,
So, see, I was trying to think, because we took like a little
no, we was in the high school.
detour and we started talking about, yeah.
It's the high
So,
school.
okay. So, what's what sticks out in your mind the most about that time, besides that gentleman that lost his life?
I'm gonna say that's one. That was one right there. Shit, because that was shocking. But like I said, me, um, you know, my sports shit. It's about and getting into more of who I want, who I am, and where I'm going and shit like that. And then shit toward the end, that's when Newtown got two down and shit. I think that was like my sophomore year, and then going into my junior, and my senior year. That's when it get more interesting.
Oh, really? So, how many volumes do you think we're gonna be able to get out of Mr. Kenny
I,
Rogers?
man, listen. This right here was a bang. God damn it. You know,
I mean,
this
I
I think
enjoyed it, and I
and
mean,
this
I
could
want to know
probably
more.
reach 10. It could probably reach a 10, but just to cut it down, I wanted to try to put it at 5, just to put everything like in a short category, because just make it like that. But yeah, my junior, my senior year, that's when the females started to come. That's when motherfucker, now starting to get ready to get up out of school. I'm starting not to go to school like that so much and shit like that, and getting into these females and then my
Was you
son
cutting
and
class
shit.
for the ladies?
Huh?
Was you cutting class for the ladies?
That's kind of what it
Oh,
was.
mm.
Shit. Shit. Yes, shit. After then, my junior year, well, I was messing with her. Shit, I was messing with her my freshman year and shit like that. But junior year, that's when going into my senior year, shit. That's when he was finna get ready to be born and shit. So yeah, and that's when I went up, started to really go up there, up top. Before we was in Wick City, you know, doing all that other shit up there, shit. That's why I said like, man, being in Wick City and learning a lot of shit and serving up under the L and being in them buildings and shit like that. Like, man, we just was in a whole nother lane. So yeah, y'all get to hear about Kenny Rogers being in old block. Bang bang.
The infamous O Block.
That's the next. So it'd be the child, O Block, 086 Moy. Woo! What you
Damn, that's a
doing?
lot. That's a lot.
Hold on, let me get this charger, man. Man.
Yes, I do have a squirrel brain. Shoot.
Man, just looking at it and living in that lifestyle, man, this shit ain't made for a lot of people. But yeah, we did a lot.
I mean, it sounds like it. And that's just the very beginning. So, I mean,
Again, just getting through the childhood and still in high school, and here come them days where it's full fledged. Going through high school, going through Phillips, and being in the Oughta Be Wells and shit like that, and no, because a lot of motherfuckers they still respected what I had going on and what was going on. They respected me like a motherfucker. They respected the family. So I was able to be in the Oughta Be Wells and hang around down there with them niggas and shit. Go up and do a whole bunch of other shit, but still shit get more interested in females and shit. Start hanging around with them and shit. You motherfuckers popped off or whatever shit at the end of the day. And then shit still be hanging around with the guys in O Block with the BD
damn, you was a
twins and
busy
all this.
man.
Man,
Oh, I
first
think I
time,
heard of them too before.
yeah, met them personally.
Yeah.
J Main Daddy, met all of them. They all was a part of his legacy, man. The PGF Nook Daddy. Hey, y'all better get in tune with Rogers, man. Real talk. I do this shit. I just, like I said, I've been in the shadows. It's time I'm coming
So,
out
do I
now.
get to do the next interview too?
Yeah, we gonna rock. We rock. Cause that, like I said, and the next one gonna be more, man. It's gonna be a
I'll fix my
banger.
hair next time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger. Cause that's
Shit,
the rest.
a little bit more.
Now we get into the teeth of shit.
Ooh, like the meat and potatoes.
And where you get interested in the shootings and the gang violence and the Route 66s and what happens after
The who?
the Route 66. That was a skating place.
Oh, okay.
They
Like,
would go shit,
okay.
man. It was dangerous as hell. That's part of old block. That before they stopped it,
Yeah.
hanging around with
Yeah,
the dude that
that
slide to
sounds
my left,
dangerous.
slide to my right, dude. Crisscross, dude. Yeah,
That
had the
sounds
radio,
dangerous as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
had the radio station in the buildings, all that shit, man. Real talk. We was, I forgot Buddy name, but yeah, the one.
Oh
You know,
yeah. Um, I don't know what his name was. I can't remember it either.
all I know is that slide to your left, dude. Slide to your right. That motherfucker right there. He was rocking with us, goddamn it, shit.
Oh, for
You know,
real?
yup. And then the BD twins and all this other shit y'all will see when they was riding the T-Rexes and the Bentleys and shit through the damn hood.
Oh, damn.
It was just a spectacle, and they was all right there on O Block, well, Wick City.
Okay. Yeah, it was Wick City before it was O'Block. Okay.
hmm You might as well probably should have called the second Newtown, goddamn.
So what year did they build Parkway Gardens? Do you remember that,
Man,
or has
hell
it been there for a really
no,
long time?
no,
It's been there for a long time.
it had to be shit.
Okay, because let's see, they tore down the apartments that you lived in, and then a lot of
Right.
the other ones too.
Yeah.
Oh, was Parkway Gardens at one time, was it predominantly white? Was it, or
All,
has it always been?
all that shit was predominantly white shit until motherfuckers
Okay,
black people came from the south and started moving up there and shit like that. Oh, you just gotta remember that type of shit. Like everything was like that. But once Newtown got
yeah,
too down, that's where everybody went to. They went there. We went on Morgan.
okay. How many stories is Parkway?
How many buildings?
Like how many
Hey, that's
stories
that big. I
an
mean,
apartment?
I don't know. I think it's probably like I think it's like 5 or 6
Damn,
stacked
is
on
that
top of each.
many?
Like stacked on top of each other. Yeah, something like that. If I ain't mistaken.
Okay. Damn.
I really never paid attention to that shit. I just used to go in them motherfuckers and do what I was doing and
Yeah.
shit. Going in the apartments and shit like that and being by that school and shit, or being under the viaduct, well, being under the train and shit and doing what we was doing. That's it. But like I said, they was there, the guys was there, shit, but we know, yeah, other part of us went up there while I'm always screaming out. So that's gonna be epic, goddamn it. Can't wait for that one.
I'm
But now y'all know
excited.
that's y'all know the beginning. So yeah, we was up in O Block. His music videos was up with some of the guys there and shit. I wasn't barely in anything because at that time, shit, I was up there hard. I was on my block hard.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was doing. I'll go down there and fuck around with them, but I was always up there in the 80s.
Thank you, babe. I'm still nervous. I'm trying to do him justice because he's a living legend.
We sit there. We did a lot of shit, but yeah, that's why I know what's white. He was telling a lot of people a lot of them stories like shit. It came a time when them guys and our guys got into it and shit because, like you said, they was on their bully mode. Goddamn it, shit. They wasn't letting them serve. They wasn't letting them do too much of shit. So they just like fuck you, motherfuckers getting into shootouts and all type of shit. But they ain't really never do go nowhere and do none of that shit. That's why Spike was able to go and do a lot of things he was able to go and do. So one day he was playing both sides. Motherfuckers can go wherever they wanted to.
But everybody can't do that, right?
Nope, not at all. he just gravitated towards them guys and shit, I guess, cause that's who he wanted to fuck with. That's kind of how it go. But motherfuckers had houses over there in the GD territories and all that shit. Motherfucker couldn't say shit, couldn't do shit. Cause everybody is scared of Newtown, man. So motherfuckers scared of that shit. It still live on to this day. Nothing changes.
So, okay, before we stop this part of volume one, you gotta leave us with something like a cliffhanger,
Oh yeah. Let me see. This is
if you don't mind.
this the point where let's see what I can say.
But it's gotta be something that's unique to
I know
you.
yeah.
So,
Oh,
because
everything you need to be.
well, yeah, but I'm talking about so can't nobody like try to fluff up nothing.
Oh no.
Shit, it'll be volume
Yeah,
two, ready, hot off the press in the morning.
man. So this the point where we going from hanging around in old block and shit like that, which was known as Wick City at that time, and now it's time to go up there and make our own lane. So now this gonna be called dun 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 the Great War. God damn it!
Oh, okay.
Look at that
Okay.
cliffhanger. God damn it!
Okay. Okay.
We called the Great War.
Oh, now I really want to know now. Okay.
Yeah, buddy, this was called a Great War. Because, once you go in and you started to, make a name and go somewhere, it's like you had, like a motherfucker got to carve out a piece of an area without you even being known or stepping foot in that motherfucker. So just imagine that shit.
Oh, okay. Like you talking about kind of like without being like spotted or something.
Without being known.
Like
Now,
okay,
now you
like
gotta make yourself known. You gotta make
yeah,
your presence known.
incognito or something.
Yeah. So now you gotta make your presence known and let motherfuckers know this is BD territory now. This is motherfucker not allowed right here. So just imagine
Oh,
telling a motherfucker that's been there.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
And it was just all left up to us. Like guys like y'all want it, you gotta go take it.
That
And at
sounds
that and at
that
that
sounds
point,
rough.
yeah, and at that point that was, a set of GDs and stones. So just imagine just you battling two motherfuckers at the same time. Yeah, that's why it's called a Great War. I'm a motherfucking beast at this shit.
I believe you. I ain't never
Oh, you
doubted
better
you.
believe it. And this is called a Great War, y'all. The next part. So you gotta fight against the GDs and the Stones to carve out a piece of area for y'all, which is 3 blocks east, west, and north, south. That was crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Which
That
which
really is. That's
which
a lot.
motherfucker which one of us was starting to integrate in the family. So just imagine, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was. This a doozy. So you basically gotta
Fine.
then they kill motherfuckers. That's or do something to motherfuckers that's somewhat in the family and all this other shit and make motherfuckers respect you and all this other shit. Like man, it was crazy.
Damn. So okay, so volume two and then the other ones to follow. What nights are you going to do those? Like, is it a Saturday night,
I could
Sunday
do.
morning
Hey,
thing,
we
or
I could say we probably get. All I want to do is Sunday night again. Cause I already know this gonna be this these numbers epic right now.
Okay.
We done
I can
did it again.
tell.
We done did it again.
There we
But
do it
yeah,
again.
but this was worth it though, y'all. You know, now y'all got a little snippet of who I am and where I came from and shit. Now see where I'm going. Cause
Yeah,
these fights and these shootouts and all this other shit. When my cousin, I guess my cousin being shot, Mike before he passed away, and it was just crazy, man. Yeah, this a cliffhanger here. Ain't getting no better than this.
that's
Now,
wild.
now that's how I say now it's gonna get man exciting.
I haven't been bored. I think it's been building momentum, you know.
That's it.
That's how good stories do.
Say Lee out with the cliffhanger. The Great War is next, man. The war that kept warring for years. It never stopped. It never
Can't wait. I'm
stopped.
so
Yeah,
excited.
it stopped and it started. It stopped, started, stopped, started. But man, that's why I say, here we go. Woo! Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, motherfuckers, man, having to fight coming out of church. Till motherfuckers, till motherfuckers have to the bed fight to go to the store, shootouts and Russian roulettes and man.
Yeah, that's wild. Okay.
Yeah, the nigga said Russian roulette. Well, to getting out of a football game with your football equipment still on, catching ops, and man, ain't nobody do like we did. It's coming fresh from a football game, catching motherfuckers, and man, hey, stay tuned. Stay tuned,
Well,
goddamn
thank
it.
you so much for allowing me to interview you, Mr. Kenny Rogers, Mr. Living Legend, Mr.
AKA is another one. Goddamn.
Yes, it's another one.
Real
You
talk.
got a lot
Yeah,
of
I
little
appreciate
sayings that you
man. And that's
it's
another
another
y'all.
one.
Hey,
Eat or be eaten, fuck you,
it ain't over.
man.
It ain't over.
This is what we
It ain't
do.
over. It ain't over. Y'all gotta stay tuned to see how all this shit developed, where it came from, how it came, and man. Just know the Great War is next, goddamn it. And then it lead into everything else.
He fixed
Shit.
it, babe. Kenny fixed it. It wasn't me, it was him. He fixed it. I don't know what you did. You fixed the echo though.
Cause
Ah.
this is what we do.
Yes, sir. We will do this next time. Echo free is the way to be.
Real talk. But I'm glad we can bring this to y'all. I wanted to get this off, shit is like the little jitters and shit gone. So now we get to just go full speed ahead now, man.
Yeah.
Now now we into action. It's action time. Like I said, it's the catching people, it's the shootings, it's the beatings, it's the Russian roulettes, it's the carving out a piece of everything. And man, it's the going out of town to Minnesota, it's the doing a whole bunch of shit. It's the man. Woo!
It sounds exciting.
We finna get ready to go on a ride now.
Damn.
It is like I said, it's the getting out of high school now. Now it's time. That's the to finding the shit in my brother pants to man to becoming probably one of the biggest dealers on the south side at that time and shit with everything. And man, it was man just out of the blue to
Dang.
having people just give me shit like I was like how motherfucker get celebrity shit just for showing up at somewhere. Just they'll come to me. Here, man, get this and just see how it just what? From the lean to the XC pills to whatever.
Oh my God. Not the not laying ecstasy pills.
I had that
No,
shit,
we don't be
man.
bullshitting over here, Mr. Troy.
Nah, Troy, I don't bullshit, my boy. Real talk. That's why I say I'm glad somebody said that too. Cause that's what make for a good story. Cause some of the shit it sound unbelievable. But nah 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 nah. Yeah, everything I say is real and authentic and can be bagged up, my boy. I don't have to cap. I don't do that. I'm one of the realest motherfuckers on earth. Fuck YouTube. From east to west to south. Trust me. That's why I say motherfucker from over west was bringing me that lean and shit. Real talk.
Damn.
Just show I never knew I never heard seen to me before, never knew him, none of that shit. It showed up in my trap. Man, here I got this and just test it out. Ooh. Real talk, I get that shit to the guys because I wasn't really fucking with that shit like that, but they liked it and shit.
Oh
But they
damn.
they they also, like man, because they ain't know these niggas. You know what I'm talking about? So they just shit, man, who is these motherfuckers? I'm like, nah, everything good and shit, you know what I'm talking about? They trying to do business. You know what I'm talking about? But it turned out to be some spectacular shit. So all that shit that motherfucker was doing is doing none of that shit. Man, just hey, y'all gotta stay tuned, my boy. Hey Troy, just come back. When shit flow like this, you already know it's the truth. You know what I'm about? But it flow too good not to be a lie. Shit. Even when I was getting the ecstasy pills from over east, motherfucker was getting on the bus to come bring me that shit. I ain't even know him.
Damn. They was
Man,
going
we
out
heard
their
you
way
doing
like that.
man, we heard you doing your thing over here. God damn it, woo woo. Here, get these shit. I'm talking about 75 to 100, 150 pills. Like man, just tell us how it is. You ain't gotta give us nothing. Just ooh, wow, yeah,
That's a
for
lot of
sure.
damn eggs.
I was man, listen,
Yeah.
it happened like that. I hadn't even bumped into that shit because of, you know, a dude, he was a gangster. I think he stayed on 90th, if I ain't mistaken. 90th and Racine, and he introduced me to them damn pills and shit. So, everybody was fucking with him and shit like that. Man, you can make some real money off this shit. Cause he came on the block one day. And I'm like, man, what you saying? He's like, man, I got these. And everybody was fucking with that shit. I'm like, man, he's like, man, this shit make real money. And at that time, I was only dealing with coke. And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna see what's up to it. And I started fucking with him, and that shit was booming. And he ended up getting
Yeah, it
killed.
was. Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. At that time, yeah. At that
What's it
time,
like?
shit. At that time, it was exciting. Shit, it was like you ever seen Bad Boys 2?
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah. I think we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like shit. Hey, really, I want to try to compare it to another movie, you know what I'm talking about, but I forgot the name of it. But it's like in like motherfucker like a psychedelic, like you get more enlightened, like
Mhm.
like your eyes open up more. Shit, you could probably the things you was afraid of before you did that, you ain't afraid of it no motherfucking more.
Dang.
You you
That's
you become.
crazy.
I swear to God, you become more intelligent. You become more like like fearless. You can basically probably bag any female in the world if you wanted to, because it give you a mouthpiece. It you know
Damn. So was it like a
it do a
super
lot.
drug or something?
That's what it is, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But
Hold
it can
on.
also
I'll be right back. Well, keep
in the
talking. I can hear you. Uh-huh.
in the wrong in the
Oh,
wrong in,
come here.
in the wrong hands. You know, what I'm talking about sometimes if you got the wrong mindset, it can be bad. But if you having a good time and shit like that, man, like, and then it also can be better than Viagra. God damn it,
Shit.
I think that's probably where they got that shit from. Cause that fucking pill, you can have sex for hours, hours. It won't affect. Hey, listen, motherfucker be begging you to get up off on.
Damn. Is it like that?
That's exactly what it's like. That's basically what people was really doing it for, just for that affect the sexual shit. Like you become
They
like a
begging.
sexual demon. You become a sexual demon off the ecstasy shit.
No, that's crazy. I ain't never even tried
Like
it, and I'm too old to now.
a straight porn star. And that shit was crazy. I think that's why I said shit. You know, once you started to do that shit, then you just you realize like, okay, it is what it is. Like you said, being young, you like, let me see what this is about. But then shit, you start to like that shit. Like, damn, this shit some whole other shit. It keep you up, and and what I was doing, like I started to make more money because now I'm up. I'm staying up. I'm staying up later than all the other dealers, so motherfuckers can come knock on the window and shit like they going through a drive through. Goddamn it, Burger King. Goddamn it,
Yeah.
McDonald's.
You had all the shifts, didn't you?
Yeah. So now I'm up just watching motherfucking Sanford and Son, smoking and shit, money coming. Cause I'm up all night to the next day, then the
It
next
reminds
day,
me of that
and the next
No
day,
Limit
and
song.
the next day. Oh, like, man, listen, it was just gonna sit there and make a motherfucker be like, nigga, go to sleep at some point. Man, I was
Right.
killing
Yeah.
motherfuckers with that shit. I was
How
killing
does it
people.
last? Like,
Yeah.
does it last like
Uh, a
all
good one, shit,
day?
that motherfucker last.
Oh,
Shit, a good one, that bitch last a day and a half, probably
Jesus.
2 days. Back then, it was 2 days, and you'll just be up. What's going on?
Shout
Shout
out
out Memphis,
Memphis.
man. Yeah, I was sure watching Sanford and Son like a motherfucker, man. Real talk, smoking and shit, just me. I'm in the trap, by myself, shit, cause I ain't. It was a 2-story flat, my whole shit to myself. I stayed in that bitch for no exaggeration, 8 years running.
Damn.
8 years running the trap by myself. My papa respected everything I had going on. It was nothing. Like, man, stop it. So I'm in that bitch just up, up,
Do
up.
you crash?
Yeah, you
Does it
eventually
make you
crash.
crash? Um,
I couldn't crash alone because the fiends wouldn't let me. I ended up going to sleep. I ended up going to sleep. It was days where I wanted to just tell the guys, like, man, y'all do this for a second and let me go to sleep, shit. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't even put them in that predicament to where now we clashing and shit. I wasn't on that, so I just had to be on my P's and Q's.
your
I had to.
uncle? You Troy's uncle?
Troy, glad you in the building right now, my boy, man. Appreciate it.
Did you subscribe, Troy?
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Subscribe to the page, nephew. Shit. But I had to make a lot of this shit happen on my own. I started from off a link card. That's
Yeah,
when I
you
first.
said that.
Uh-huh. That's why I just said that shit. Like I can't never cap. I can't do none of that shit, man. My story is something special. I started off a link card. I flipped them damn stamps. It got a damn what it was. It was a 3.5 and some weed, and that was Reggie. Turned that to a
Damn.
7. Turned that 7 to a 28. Turned that 28 to a 16th of coke. 16th of coke. God damn it. To a what? A 8 ball. The 8 ball. God damn it. To a half. The half to an ounce. Ounce to two. Two connects on the ounce. Then it turned to 4. Then I just started breaking out piece of everything and shit, and went to the dro, to the loud. Then the pills. That's when the pill era came. That's man. I cornered every market. Then that's when the lean and shit
Wow.
came in, and I was doing some shit.
You was a busy man. What it sound
I
like to
was doing
me.
I was doing some shit, and I was able to move like that and just calculate everything because that was them. That's why I say that's when them damn XC pills came in. I was up. I was shit killing every fucking thing moving. Shit, motherfuckers couldn't stop it. And that's why I say shit. One of the connects was the shit. One of the connects was one of the gangsters that we was warring with. So we had man. I'm just stay tuned. God damn it. Let's people ain't appreciate that. You know, his side didn't appreciate that. My side didn't appreciate that. And he ended up getting killed by his own people. His name Coco. You know, they set him up. They backdoored him. They set him up with a bitch.
So volume one is been from what age from birth to age
I guess
what
volume 2
oh
started now. Volume 2 started now at what 18 on up.
yeah, okay.
That's when it says that's the exciting part of life right there. The Great War.
Great
That's
War.
when I was starting to come up, and some of the connects weren't appreciated with a lot of people, and you know it was just crazy. It was a crazy time. Even me having to connect with the Stones and shit. See, it's craziness. This is crazy. Now I sit back and look at that shit. 'Cause I had to connect with the gangsters and the Stones. We was one with the gangsters and the Stones, but they was kind of part of the family. And woo.
Oh
But
look.
yeah.
See that? You see what Tish said?
Oh yeah. Hey, real recognize
That's
real
what's
T.
up.
Real talk. Let's keep it going, y'all, man. 10. When I say 10, I'll say shit. I got 8. You know what I'm talking about? But we gonna keep on dropping this shit, man. We got a couple more of these motherfuckers coming. Like I said, the Great War is next. I can imagine how many of that shit gonna get, cause that's gonna be deep. That's
They
gonna
and the
be deep.
mods, they been on their job in here too.
I appreciate it, Bay
Oh,
Area, man.
yeah, that's what's up,
I
Bay Area.
Man, I got the greatest mods, man. Hashtag Foundation, man. Hashtag the Justice League, man. He's the greatest people on earth right here. What y'all know about it? Real talk. They got my back, I got theirs. We rocking. That's all that
That's what's
matters.
up. What's up.
Real talk. So all I can tell y'all is the Great War next. This is where this shit get real interesting, man. To where even little Dirk them, they get involved. They name come up in this story, all type of shit. Well, I might can just
Good.
push that. I can just push that back a little bit, probably to the to
Oh, okay.
volume three.
I am three.
Three, because the war itself, that bitch gonna finna bang. That bitch gonna bang. Cause they ain't never heard no shit like this. Gee, motherfuckers, y'all got a fight, y'all got a war coming out of church, motherfuckers jumping on people's backs, coming out the door. Motherfucker, man, listen, motherfuckers coming inside the church, goddamn it, trying to sit and watch and look and intimidate and what? Man, it is what it is.
Yeah. I like that part too. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up.
That's why I'm glad these motherfuckers ain't pay attention to what I was trying to draw. I was trying to give them. I'm glad they did, but they couldn't do it like me anyway. This is what I do all around the world, the same song. But
What's up?
we talk about I take motherfuckers everywhere, up, down, round, whatever. Shit, you already know. Down the rabbit hole we go. Fuck you, mean. These motherfuckers, they be stuck on one thing. You know, Rogers don't do that shit. We go everywhere. Overseas. Fuck you talking about. What you
Variety
talking
is
about?
always good.
Yeah, politics. What y'all want to talk about, boy? I'm well rounded. Y'all heard me talk about the school shit. Y'all and that's why I say that's when up there part of the Great War is me indulging into politics and the newspaper and reading that shit every day. Every time I get up, I gotta go get the newspaper and sit on the porch, wait till money come up while I'm reading the newspaper.
Thanks, Ted. Cause I be nervous,
I'm trying to break her in, man. She
but
getting
I
it
ain't
though.
fancy enough. I don't think, cause I'm just regular, just
Somebody ain't
regular.
fancy enough.
I
It's
don't be
okay.
wearing no
Ain't none
stuff,
of you motherfucker fancy.
extras. Say what?
I ain't seen a motherfucker fancy on here yet. To me, this better than Sir Motherfucker Vlad interview. Goddamn it.
As long as you say so.
Wink, wink,
As long as
wink.
you approve, boss man.
And then just wait till tomorrow. That's what I'm on anyway. I'll make my shit better than anybody being interviewed at Vlad.
Oh shit.
That's what I want it to be.
Yeah, that's
Bingo.
what it should be.
That's what I want
Yeah,
it to be. I mean, now
for
you
real.
getting it. That's what I'm aiming for. So I'm glad it's hitting home. Cause that's what it remind me of. This what I used to do on the block. That's what I used to do. You know, tell you can ask anybody. This nigga Kenny, man, he wake up trying to argue or trying to start a conversation about everything and just get everybody blood running and going and shit. Hey, from sports to whatever. Let's get it bust. Fuck you, man. I've been doing this shit before YouTube.
Silly.
Yeah, I've been doing this shit. Like it's been in me. I like it. Shit. Yeah, it's kind of like shit. Like you said, we sit in the room smoking or something. Hey, we just having a
Mhm.
conversation. Okay. And them be one of the best conversations on earth. Real talk. Them was some of the best conversations I was having sitting on the block or just standing there talking to the guys and shit, just talking about sports or whatever. Motherfuckers used to
Yeah, I
get
mean that's
mad at
good
me.
though. You should be versatile. You shouldn't be.
Bingo. Motherfuckers, all the girls used to always get mad. Boy, you be running your mouth too much. You be talking. You let time fly. And I do. I swear to God. They used to, man, my son, mother. Oh shit, you my baby mama. Nah, oh, you just be talking running your mouth. Uh, yeah, that's what I do. I be
What you
talking.
do?
I be,
Got the
hey,
gift of gab.
yeah, like I be, and motherfucker be entertained, and motherfucker be is the feedback, and we just go. It's
That's
part
so
of being.
good,
It's
though.
exciting. I know I supposed to be doing some other shit, but don't get me to talking about some shit I'm excited about. I ain't never gonna do that shit.
Well, I mean, you definitely want people to be entertained and to enjoy talking to you,
Yeah,
so
I'm
that's
talking about in
good.
real life.
Well, that too. You think, please, I don't be standing around talking to nobody that's boring. I'd be like, you better get the fuck on.
Hey, we supposed to be doing some whole this motherfucker still on the block with the guys talking his ass off. That's what I do though. Shit, I can't help it. So, this shit I was built for this shit.
I wonder, should I start using my laptop? I don't know if that'll be better or not. I don't know. I
Probably.
mean, I use my phone because it's easier, but I could use my laptop and
We gonna have to do some
do it that way
we gonna do some test runs before the next one because I want this to be understood. Because the Great War gotta be understood all the way through.
all the way through. Okay. And I have my stitches
Oh
out
yeah.
too by then, so I could sit somewhere else. I don't have to sit where I'm at.
Oh yeah, man. It's been a live one, man. It's been a fun one, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all go tell people about the next live that's coming up, the Great War, man. You know, it's the 086 era.
Happy birthday, Don.
Man, happy birthday. Hit the like button since we said happy birthday to your friend. And subscribe to the page for me, man. Y'all gonna miss out on the Great War that's coming up tomorrow night. This
That's
shit
what
here
I
gonna be
do, Titch. I mean, I don't have everything hooked up because I got like I just use my laptop like for a month, like for the what do you call it, like a modem, I guess. Happy birthday, Don. Many more.
yeah, happy birthday, man.
But
Celebrate
I got a
celebrate
lot of
with
shit.
sense, man. Make sure you can see the next one.
Don't forget to
Appreciate y'all coming
subscribe.
on. Real talk. You know. So everybody that did, y'all subscribe to the page. Y'all fucking with a real Chicago guy, man. Southside born. I do my music and shit like that. I'm trying to make a motherfucker be known. I'm one of the best, man. Real talk. So it's just up to y'all. I can only do what I do, show y'all the talent, and then y'all can take it where y'all need to take it to. But yeah. Oh, my channel about everything. That's why we talk about everything. Politics, whatever, relationships. I don't give a fuck. We talk about everything. I'll take you all around the world. Ah, yeah, yeah. It don't even matter. But right now, I'm talking about my little life story and shit about being in Chicago and shit, the gang politics and shit like that. But yeah, it's kind of like you having a conversation with your loved ones or some shit like that, man. Being in the room just talking shit, whatever you want to talk about, or shit. We basically talk about what the fuck, whatever we toss up in the sky. It don't even matter. But the mods can tell you better than I can. God damn it, I just talk my shit. Yeah,
And I just be over here meddling, being nosy.
you talk about life. Is one of to me, this one of the realest channels that you could probably ever find on YouTube. And I ain't just saying that shit. It's really what I mean. Cause I could talk about any fucking thing. Real talk.
That's exactly right, Titch. That's all he asked. Just hit the like button.
That's it.
Period.
Ain't nobody. I
That's
sit here
it.
and talk. I
Period.
give you the game. Talk my shit. Don't beg for nobody for no money. Don't do all that shit. I just want to be, make the best out of the night, and try to make a motherfucker live better than they was living the day before they met me. That's it. I'm very knowledgeable of a lot of shit because I live this
He
shit.
is.
And I'm a hood guy, but I'm smart, so the best of both worlds is a motherfucker around here.
Yeah, we don't judge people over here. I mean, you come in, you stay, do whatever you want to. Hey, I'm Leanna.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I ask. Just hit the like button and we rock out after that. It don't matter. You become one of the family members, man. You become part of the team. And we just keep going.
Ooh, Miss May. Is this somebody in here named May?
Yeah, I know shit. Hey, it's your first time here. Hit the like button for me, mama. I don't
Yeah.
know whether you're a woman or a guy, but hey, just hit the like button for me. It's your first time. Your first time here. Hey, we talk about everything from real life situations to politics to you know relationship shit to whatever. We talk about every fucking thing. It don't matter.
Oh,
Like
well,
I said,
welcome. I'm a woman too.
oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you being here. Much love. So you'll really probably get a kick out of this damn channel. Yeah, we talk about a lot of shit. But yeah, it's all good. So y'all just show me some love, hit the like button, man, and then we just gonna keep doing it. Like I said, the late night shit is what I really get into and shit like that. But y'all hit the rewind button, y'all, to see what I was talking about, my life story and shit, just the little beginning and shit. Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Basically.
thanks for the like. Thanks for hitting the like button.
Appreciate it. I'm raw and uncut with this shit. No filter, no shit, man. Like I said, I came from the south side, shit, and you know, I'm educated and shit like that. But I'm also got my hood side to me. But I just talk my shit. That's
Yeah,
all.
Kenny is a man of many talents.
And do my little, my singing shit, my rapping shit, a whole bunch of shit. You gotta check out the channel
Yeah,
shit.
definitely check out his music.
So,
Always in the studio.
man, that was one thing I always was told. Like a lot of people, they want to hear variety and they want to hear some shit that come out damn near consistently, and that's what I do. It's different every time you hear it sounds the same. Never.
Oh, yeah. You want to tell us that, Kenny? How'd you get your name? No, we didn't. We don't know, babe.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, tomorrow on tomorrow.
Oh, you gonna tell us how you got your name?
Kenny Rogers.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll tell you how I got my name tomorrow. Then we gotta
Okay.
leave some.
Something for
That's
the
part of the Great
imagination.
War that I'm gonna talk about. That do go with the Great War.
Oh, okay.
That go with the Great War that I'm talking about tomorrow. So it all intertwined. So I'm like shit.
So excited.
That's why I just said, hey, You gotta stay to that. It's finna get up until it's finna get busting. That's where it starts. That's where all this shit here starts right there with the Great War, with being over on 086. You know, to my like, man, the Cook County, all this shit here is it's finna get nasty.
That's what's
this shit
up.
finna get this shit finna get so exciting, motherfucker. Head gonna pop off. That's what it's about. The name, the arrest, even me coming home on house arrest, and then them motherfuckers coming back to get me and shit. Bitch ass mother. To my brother paying a $10,000 bill for me. You know what I'm talking about? That was 10,000 straight. You know. Then my mama told him to leave me in there for a couple of days. God damn it. He told me, mama told me to leave you in there for a couple of days. God damn. I say, what the fuck? Dirty
That
motherfucker.
sucked.
Man, you don't learn no lesson about standing that motherfucker, man. Listen. I said, yeah. Like I would have been came and got you to say, like mama told you to leave you in there. Like you was good, which I
Damn.
was. I got in that bitch and shit. Damn, that everybody I knew was in that motherfucker. Real
Damn.
shit. Being on the yard to being in. Oh man, listen. But yeah,
Yeah.
10,000 straight. They just wonder like, how the fuck these motherfuckers come on with that money? Don't worry about it, that boys. Yeah, that's part of the story too. That's part of Minnesota. That's part. I'm telling y'all. Here we go. Here we
That's
go.
exciting for
That's
real.
it.
For real. And yeah, I'm
That's
so
it right
excited.
here.
You let me do my first YouTube interview. Yes, it is. No. Mm-mm.
And I'm telling you, this shit here gonna be better than the interview that did anything coming out of Chicago. Cause they ain't the
I
life they
bet.
live ain't like this. They ain't
I'm
seen shit I seen.
convinced.
So now we finna get into some real shit. I know Rondo number 9. I know none of that shit. Just cause none of that shit. None of that shit compared on what y'all finna hear coming up. I was just smart enough not to never get caught and do shit with niggas that'll tell on your ass. When I went
That's
to the
good.
county,
Yeah, that's always, that's, yeah.
yeah, I went to the county. That's why I learned my lesson when I went to the county.
Oh, thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. You in Louisiana? That's cool. I got
And
people
shout
down
out
there.
to Louisiana.
I've
Real
never even
shit.
been.
Me
Me too. I would love to. Thanks, Faye. I appreciate it.
fuck. It's just the beginning. Yeah, that crawfish, man. I want to eat a lot of their food down there.
Yeah,
I want to
they
see
got all kind of good stuff. They known for
what
their
makes
stuff
Zion,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
what makes Zion Wilson get fat like that. Goddamn, I need to
Who?
eat
Who?
that. Zion Wilson.
I don't think I know who that is.
Play for he played for New Orleans and shit.
Oh, okay.
Basketball team.
Hmm. Mud bugs. I used to catch the hell out of them after it rained, get in the ditch and catch them motherfuckers. It was
You
fun.
used to catch. I thought you fucking been down there.
No, we got crawdads
You
around
got him there
too.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, with them
I'm a city boy.
crawdads.
I don't know nothing about that shit.
That's part of what's wrong with my foot. Doing country shit. Uh, at a
See,
bonfire.
I
Have
was
you ever been to a bonfire?
Galveston, Texas.
Oh,
Shit,
okay.
I wanna eat from Texas too. Shit, them steaks and
Yeah.
shit.
Brisket and stuff.
Oh, yeah, and I know that they say that shit be big. Yeah, yeah. One thing I would do,
Want to go to Texas?
go down there to eat and shit. I'm hungry, motherfucker. I want to go to down there every state and eat all that shit.
Oh my God. But I think
That's
every state
that's
is
one thing
known
I
for
be liking.
something.
Oh yeah, Minnesota get bone chilling cold. That's part of the stories too that I got. Being out there was something else. Probably a little bit worse than being in Chicago in the winter.
Oh, I bet you that is
Oh, you
scary.
know,
Shit.
18-wheeler drive. Yeah, yeah, it
Be
is.
a
I seen
show
them
called
damn
Ice
things on
Road Trucker.
YouTube. Yeah, they be having to go down the little narrow roads and shit. Motherfucker be sliding to the side and woo.
You got another
Appreciate it.
sub.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all
It's a
keep running it
sub
up,
party
man.
tonight.
Yes, man. Keep running this shit up. Hit the like button, y'all that's watching this shit, man. Sub to the channel. I just talk my shit and we just keep going. That's it. Like I said, we could talk about any and everything. Never a dull moment.
Never dull moment.
Never. You gotta worry about no bullshit, no police cops, no informants, no nothing. It's just pure real motherfuckers doing pure real.
God.
This boy do they thing and shit. Motherfuckers be in ditches. They slide off to the side. Some of them go off the side of mountains. And they be having the chains on their tires and shit to stop that type of shit. And I'm like, man, that's a dangerous ass job.
Yeah,
So
'cause
shout out to
we're
all
the
the
ones
truckers,
that,
man. Real
damn,
talk.
voting physical fitness.
That
Just for
shit,
your own
that
personal
dangerous.
fitness. Is that why? Or are you training for something? Oh, I was
Who?
uh Omniana. She was saying she's in training, physical fitness, basically. So I asked her, was she doing that
Uh,
because she wanted to? Yes, she's tracking for 30 plus years. Oh, okay. Oh, it's hard on your back.
trucker shit.
It's probably hard on everything though. 'Cause I've heard back and legs and arms, of course.
Yeah. That shit get
Oh,
real.
okay. Certified instructor.
Yeah, that shit get real. Like,
Got a couple friends that are truckers. Good for you. That's
that's a hell
very
of a job,
dangerous.
man.
Mm-hmm. For
To
real.
where you got to be on the road all day. Shit, you basically got to sleep in your truck sometimes, and just on the road all the time. Shit, barely really get to be around your family, all type of shit. It get hard, but motherfuckers, that money shit, that money matters. Go ahead, do your thing, goddamn it, shit. Hey,
30 years, that's a long time.
oh yeah, hell yeah, shit. That means she used to that. Yeah, I already know. I be, like I said, I'm the type of person I be reading into and looking at them documentaries of the truckers and shit like that. Like I be diving deep into that type of shit. Like I just be wanting to see how people be doing certain things like that. Like man, how can people do it? But I understand though, it's just you got to take care of your family. You got to eat.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. You do. That's good that you're volunteering now, giving back. That's cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout out to everybody that volunteer and shit. That's really a stand up motherfucking job right there. You ain't gotta be doing it, but hey, you got a harder goal if you do it. Yeah, so
That would
the
be
trust.
interesting too. Alaska. Mm.
Oh, you wanna go there? Shit. Yeah. You talking about motherfucking Minnesota cold. What? And
Mm.
leave Alaska. Exactly where is that? Shit.
I don't know. I
Alaska.
don't know. I would like to see Alaska, but I don't know if I can handle like what is that, the 6 months of like where it's dark a lot. I don't think I can handle that because it's like 6 months of
And
darkness, and then is it
I ain't
six
gonna
months?
say like I don't I think it is. I think it's 6 months, if I ain't mistaken. But I ain't gonna say I wouldn't go there. I visit there, like I go there for like I get 2 months, but I ain't living there, because I like to do the little ice fish and shit, and see the dog sleds and shit. There's certain things you can't have fun in. It'll take some getting
Yeah,
used to, definitely. Especially
I
got what
thought it was
I'm.
6 months. I guess I could visit like when it's gonna be like daylight, cause that darkness all the time, it's gonna get be rough on my mind. Ooh.
Yeah, to get something getting used to shit, especially because people ain't used to that, especially when you used to going to sleep at a certain time and all this shit. Now it's backwards and shit. Like, but just being
Yeah.
there, it the base the best, the most, like the most you have to get used to is the cold.
Yeah, for real. The Northern Lights, yeah, yeah.
That'd
I've
be
seen
beautiful.
pictures.
I
I've
like
never
that.
seen. Yeah, but yeah.
That'd be one thing I want to see. Real shit. That'd be something else. Just looking up at that
Mm,
sky, goddamn it, and just seeing that shit. Woo!
mm, yeah, that's like really
Like,
cool.
that'd be something that a motherfucker you ain't seen. You can't see that in the cities. You can't. That's the only place you really can see it like that. And that'd be beautiful though. Just a nighttime in Alaska, and then you see that light. Oh yeah, that'll hit different.
I don't think I've ever seen any phenomenons before. I've only heard about them. I don't think I've never seen the Northern Lights though at all. I'm trying to think,
You see, I ain't never seen no phenomenon. You ain't.
like
Yeah, I
phenomenon,
know.
something that's I haven't ever seen one. I don't
You
know
ain't
how many
gonna.
there are.
I was finna
Like
say.
I know,
You
man. Like
It ain't that much. It ain't that many. Like the Northern Lights. If you want to go see the pyramids, like
yeah, is that the seven wonders of the world? The pyramids is one of the seven wonders of the world.
you want to go to the Hoover Dam and shit like that.
Hmm.
Like it ain't really that. Unless you finna go take a trip out of space, goddamn.
No, hell no. Oh, I would though, just to see what it's like to float. That would be
I
cool,
would just try to
I
float.
but I need them to get me back like
Hell no,
down
you stay
there.
up there. You go ship your ass off to Mars, goddamn.
Shit. Mm, fucking
Damn, Mars,
Mars.
you gone. And my phone, the red planet. Yeah, yeah, no, those shit. But that's one of the things I want to see. The pyramids, you know what I'm talking about, like, and then the Northern Lights and shit like that, though. But and the Great Wall of China, but not right now though. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I bet pictures don't do it justice.
No,
Um,
it looked pretty though on the pictures, but seeing it in real life, woo,
yeah.
you probably just be stuck looking at the sky. You know how the fireworks go off in 4th of July and shit, motherfuckers just looking up, boy. So you see some shit like that.
Yeah. That's different for real. What's that other? Let's see.
I
No, I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
There ain't really too much else in
Yeah.
it. Well,
The one
just
thing that oh go
it,
ahead, what was you saying?
I'm finna say like shit. Going, I guess, just going around to some of the states in the United States, like she said, Texas and
Yeah.
Miami and Louisiana and shit like
Yeah.
that. But seeing shit like with y'all some Northern Lights shit, that shit like once in a lifetime type shit.
Yeah. Um, let's see, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, um, see black and pink sand. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be cool with black
Yeah.
sand, seeing that. I would like to see lightning in a bottle.
What?
Lightning in a bottle.
Wow, that's a saying.
I mean, but
That's a saying.
like the little I don't know, maybe I'm calling it the wrong thing then. It's like no, it's a such thing.
Yeah, that's a saying.
Um,
Like when you motherfuckers
yeah,
say
but
you
but
lightning
it's
in a
well,
bottle.
no,
That's a
because like
saying.
when when no, it's what lightning does to like sand, and it like I don't know. I have to look it up.
Yeah, yeah, you
It's
got it. Because right now that's just the lightning in a
and
bottle
it
shit.
kind of
That's
looks like it kind of looks like not
have, some,
fireflies.
have somebody ever
Um,
seen lightning hit the sand?
come
I want to
on,
figure that
Keith.
shit out.
Uh, uh,
I'm trying to figure it out. Cause that'll be some crazy off the wall shit. But I
Yeah,
know it's
you
a
have
lot
to
of
go to the beach. Then we'll sit out there and
man, hell
wait
no.
until
Shit.
the lightning strikes the sand.
Not today. That's why I said ain't nobody gonna sit there and watch no shit like that. You're gonna be part of the sand once that light.
Why?
Cause you're
Uh,
gonna be part of the sand once it hit your ass.
you not go. Come on, Ken.
You, yeah, all right. Go ahead and sit out there.
I
You look
will.
like
I mean,
you look like
I
sitting
ain't
out there in the
scared.
middle of a
Well, I
thunderstorm.
ain't scared. Uh,
Yeah, all
I'm
right.
not scared. Uh, shit. Now you mean tell me that you wouldn't do that, and you've done all
Yeah.
kind of other shit, but you wouldn't do that.
No, thank you.
Well, I have to find me another travel buddy
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
because Kenny
No,
can't
no,
go.
you are
He,
never gonna have me sit out there in no thunderstorm waiting to get struck.
you're gonna watch from the sidewalk. Get
Yeah.
struck. You act like I'm gonna be laying right there beside it.
Watch your ass from the hotel room.
That's fucked up. Have you ever seen like those videos of people that go on cruises? No, I haven't. I haven't. But I bet it's pretty.
I seen that shit a couple lot of times. Shit. I like that orange
I
glow.
haven't. Not like from start to finish. No. When
I,
you be busy like working and shit, you don't get to enjoy shit like that.
yeah, that's why it's at the country and shit like that. When you start seeing that sun go up and down, that shit look beautiful. I seen the
Well, I'm in
sky
the
be purple.
country.
You ain't see the sky be purple, bluish, orange.
Yes, I have on my way to fucking work. Yeah,
Yeah, go
you
ahead.
ain't worried about it
Watch it.
then. You be like, oh
You,
fuck,
you said, I don't
why
worry
am
about
I
it.
out
Then.
here so early? What? What?
Yeah, you synced it though. Yeah, but I'm trying
Yeah.
to see that. I'm trying to see the water when it's turquoise blue, like a turquoise color. That shit beautiful. You can see to the bottom of the ocean. I want to go there.
Shit. You want you okay. Well, I mean that would be pretty to see. And
Man,
I guess that means that the
that's the
weather be
Bahamas.
nice.
I think that's the Bahamas and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they got some mountains
People
and
that
shit.
like whenever I have like company from out of town or something like that, and then that's one thing they always say is that they like all the trees. And I ain't never even really noticed that there's trees because I've always been around trees.
I was gonna say y'all Bay Area, Mexico too, and I think in some parts of Miami and Bermuda and all that motherfucker. But I wanna man, that water look beautiful.
Yeah, I'm used to trees and stuff, and I'm kind of whatever country, I'm used to that.
Man, that Mexico water beautiful. It's just the fucking rest of the part of that motherfucker is just horrible. If you can make it to the water before you get kidnapped, goddamn it, it'll be a good thing.
Yeah, Florida. I've never been to Florida or the Bahamas.
Me neither.
Want to go?
That's why I think to that. And Florida, really, yeah, Florida got it. That's my brother. He went down there and shit, took the pictures and shit by that water. I'm like, man, that shit look beautiful.
Yeah, that is
And but
pretty.
the sky was gray. The sky was gray, but the water was blue, turquoise blue. I say, whoa, man. You know, Lake Michigan
Well,
shit.
you wouldn't just spend the night out on the beach by yourself.
Girl, yeah, without it thundering.
Oh shit!
It hit different when your motherfucking ass get electrocuted. You gonna be wishing you
Well, I
wouldn't
have not ever been electrocuted, thank God, because
have.
I have been in plenty of storms. I like storms and I like the rain.
That's why I'm so leery of it because I was driving one day and that motherfucking thunderbolt hit the damn man, that bitch hit the top front of the car. Yeah,
It was
shit.
probably a sign from God.
I say, hell no. What the fuck? That was the first time that ever happened to me. I say, no, hold on. I had to go park that bitch. Uh-uh. While I'm driving.
That was a
While I'm
sign,
driving.
Kenny. Damn, you
I
know that was a
yeah.
sign.
Yeah, sign to go park that motherfucker. It was over.
Lord,
Wherever somebody was trying to go, they ain't go. I don't play with
I've
that. I
been
don't
caught
be
in so many fucking downpours. It ain't funny.
Yeah, me too, shit. But boy, when that thunderbolt hit that bitch, oh no. U turn is over.
Man, come on now.
Okay, Miss Weather Phenomenon person. You go ahead and dive in and fuck with Mother Nature if you want to.
I'm
Next
not.
thing
I'm.
you
I'm trying to be at one with the universe. I ain't trying to fuck with
know,
Mother Nature.
the
I'm
next
trying to
time a
be at one
tornado
with the
comes,
universe.
just stand in the middle of it.
Well,
That's how
I have almost pretty much. I mean, not that I was trying to, but
you really gonna be one with that motherfucker.
I respect nature.
Nah, nah, if you wanna play around with thunder, you don't.
It's just thunder. Life do go on. People got stuff to do. Like, I mean, you can't. What the hell?
How you gonna have something to do when you it burnt to a toast? Your
I'm
motherfucking
not
ass
gonna
on.
be. That's not my destiny, Kenny.
You don't know until you stand there. You
Oh,
just
okay, you right.
you gotta be in that predicament to know your destiny. So when you
Yeah,
stand
but
in
I
the
don't
rain,
live my life in a box or over like
what they got to do?
or
Somebody live your life in a
fear.
box. You gonna live your life
I
in a
mean, you
box,
cause
right?
or fear. You know what
Yeah. You gonna live your life in a box. There's some things you avoid, like standing out in the rain in a thunderstorm, knowing there's
I'm saying?
lightning striking. You don't just stand there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be just standing there. It don't happen to just do that while you. Never mind, Kenny. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm,
Cause man, cause I don't even be knowing what you be saying half the time. Shit. To me, like you trying to say you got a death wish or some shit. I don't know,
that is
but I
complete. That is not what I'm saying.
play shit, but not me.
Mm, you don't want to
I
be at
had,
one with the universe.
I had enough excitement. Yeah, it's other ways you can be one with the universe.
I ain't talking about traumatizing shit. I'm talking about peaceful shit. Shit that makes you feel at one with the universe. Not no traumatizing,
Oh,
fucked up shit. Everybody like trauma is one thing, but what I'm talking about is something different.
just right. That's why I said you want to stand in the rain while it's thundering and be one with the universe. I get it.
But that's
But
just oh my goodness.
you
Has anybody
also
ever heard of being at one with the universe? It's not just that. So
everybody heard of that. And you can be one with the universe by going to lay in the grass. You never heard of that?
right. That's a lifestyle. Being at one with the universe is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right. I'm done with all that other bullshit, the sucky parts of life. I'm done with that shit.
That's why I said that's how I be one with the universe. Just going to go lay in the grass and relax. That's being one with the universe right there.
Yeah, I suppose it's the same. Yeah.
I ain't got time to go swim with sharks and play with electricity and shit like that. Nah, nah, nah,
You
nah,
did not
nah.
hear me say none of that. I didn't say I was gonna play with electricity, and I didn't say
I
I was
mean, that's
gonna
kind of playing. That's kind of playing
swim
with
with
it. It's saying
sharks.
that that's kind of playing with it by saying you just gonna stand there in the rain while it's thundering and shit. That's kind of playing
But
with
I
it.
said I said I respect nature, so no, that would not be being very respectful of nature to play with
Okay,
lightning.
that's why. So what's your idea? What you talking about?
What respecting nature?
Yeah, being one with nature. What you talking about? Standing in the rain.
Like being good to nature and nature be good to me. Simple shit, not nothing complicated. It's simple
Oh,
shit, easy shit.
cause I'm thinking you talking about standing in the rain while it's thundering and shit. I'm thinking that's what you're saying about being one with nature. That ain't being one with nature. That's being dumb as hell.
Titch said I've heard of being one with nature. He supposes it's the same thing as what I'm saying, being at one with the universe. You know, tomato, tomato.
I guess shit. It's basically the same thing, shit. Cause you gotta wonder, like, shit. It's basically the same thing. Cause you being one with the nature and being one with the universe, shit. Hey, it's a feeling.
I mean, I sure wouldn't do anything to destroy anything. That's not what I do.
Oh, you good? Shit, we already be knowing. We know we still gonna talk. Goddamn it, shit. When you get back on here, we'll still be talking. That's
Do
what we
you
do.
do you smoke spliffs? I mean, well, I don't think that's what you tobacco in your weed. Is that a spliff?
I was doing that. I still do it a little bit, though. I still be doing the shit. It's kind of the same thing, shit. You still like, man, motherfucker, you get high, like same shit. But That's why I always figure that shit. Like, man, I'm always looking up at the. That's how I feel like you being one with the universe sometimes. And I just go outside at nighttime and just look up at the sky, shit, and see the
See,
stars
that
and
could be your idea of it. See,
yeah, shooting stars and looking at the moon and just gazing off and shit like that. So
that's just like when I said people say that they like trees, and I ain't never even missed them. So you see what I'm saying? It's
right,
like that.
right. That is it. Like
Yeah,
you can be sitting in a tree. You know, to my or you can build a tree house and just be up there chilling in a tree house. That's being one with nature. Yeah.
yeah,
Or being one with the universe, nature, all that shit. So yeah, it's the same.
right.
It's your interpretation of the shit, but yeah. I used to like that shit too. I'll sit up in trees and shit and just be chilling up, laying on a branch. It's like a calming feeling.
It's peaceful as shit. You'd be surprised what you miss in life by getting caught up in adult shit.
Man, I always they wait, what they say, shit. Sometimes you gotta stop and just smell the breeze, feel the breeze and shit like
Yes,
that. And
all that. Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Being
sometimes
present instead of just gotta be present.
you always ripping and running and you always on the go. So just sometimes just pump your brakes and just slow down and man, feel the
Yeah.
breeze. Shit. Take a deep breath, relax. It's a
Me
calming
too,
feeling.
Tidge. Yeah, what you said, Kenny. Yeah, me too. That's what I'm trying to do, Tidge.
That's why I always try to do that shit. Cause life happens fast as hell, and sometimes it happens so fast you will miss it. That's why we always saying, "Damn, this year going by so quick," because everything is happening fast as fuck now. That's why motherfucker like, man, blink of an eye, your kids be teenagers and shit, boy, grown and like, damn, where the time that went? Psh, gone.
Yeah. I got a picture of my son in a tree. He climbed a tree. He was like, I don't know, he was like a senior in high school. He was like, I miss doing this. Yeah.
That's why I always try to tell kids, like, man, hey, don't rush to be grown. I remember that's our parents been through is telling us that shit. Hey, don't rush to be grown, man. It's a lot of work. Stay a kid as long as you can, cause you'll miss it. When you grown, get a lot of bills, a lot of responsibilities, just a lot. As a kid, you free as a bird, man. That's why I don't be understand why some kids smoke weed and do all this other shit. Like, what you worried about? What you need to get high for, motherfucker? You don't got nothing to do except go to school, do your work, bring your ass home, and fuck with my nerves. That's it.
I remember I used to
People,
couldn't even go to high school unless I was high. Be high in the motherfucker now. And now I don't even smoke weed.
I ain't never understand that shit.
Crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like a lot of people do that shit, but that's why I always look at kids like, why? Y'all ain't got shit to do. Y'all ain't nothing bothering you motherfuckers. And now I see why my parents them used to always tell us that shit. Like, just stay a kid as long as you can, cause man, you will miss it. Real talk. Everybody want to be grown until they get there. Then you will see. This shit is not a joke. Bills, bills, bills,
Gotta
bills,
be
bills,
part of
bills, bills,
gotta
bills,
be
bills,
part of
bills,
being
bills, bills,
a
bills, bills.
kid, I guess. Because I think everybody goes through that stage of wanting to be grown, and then you get grown, and it's like, what the fuck did I want to be grown for? But not so much just doing grown shit.
Man,
Me too.
guess that's what it is. And when they kids and they see you as an adult, doing some the grown shit, they like, man, I can't wait till I get that old to be doing that shit. That's when you gotta,
Yeah,
man, pump the brakes. God damn it, it look exciting. You seeing the chill part, the rest. You ain't seeing what else I gotta do as a grown person. You just seeing me chilling and talking shit, smoking and whatever.
yeah.
But you ain't seeing me handle everything I gotta handle, motherfucker. Is a difference.
I think I'm
It's one of
having
them.
empty nest syndrome. So I feel you, Titch.
Yeah, everybody go through them. That's why motherfucker be shit buying what shit out of the way shit and doing shit. Like man, trying to relive their youth and shit, man. Instead of just keep on pressing forward. Ain't no going back. The only way is forward, man.
I miss having a kid. But I mean, not that I want a kid. I don't want any more children. Fuck all that. But I don't know. That's my midlife crisis, my empty nest syndrome I'm going through. Cause my baby ain't here no
It'll be alright.
more. You said it'll be all right. Shut up, Ken.
It's just part of how this shit is. Shit. Oh shit.
Happy man.
I'm trying to see it.
420. Did you change your name just for 420
Man.
or has it always been that?
Man, we made another profile. Goddamn, say fuck it. But it's all good, man. Hit the like button while you in here calling me Method Man.
Life is rough.
Hey, everybody know that shit, man. Cause hey, what I always tell people, life is what you make it, man. If life become hard because some of you motherfuckers make it hard, and you know, just like we just said, you gotta sit back and you gotta feel the breeze sometimes, man. That's it. If you do that, then hey, shit become a little bit more easier. But taking care of kids, taking care of house, taking care of all this other shit, working and shit, like especially as guys, man, we gotta conquer the world and shit like that. Don't nobody really give a fuck. Man, shit. But we gotta keep going, man. We gotta keep going. That's what it is. Our shit is real complicated.
Yay. Thank you,
Yeah, man.
420.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Subscribe to the page, man. Become a family member, man. We appreciate everybody watching and that hit the like button and that's rocking with us, man. Hey, we trying to become one of the biggest channels on YouTube. This is what we gonna continue to do. We can never stop talking shit. We can never stop talking about life. You know, at some point these other motherfuckers gotta stop talking about that bullshit. This here, we can't never stop talking about this. We basically talk about whatever. It don't matter.
Lord, now who is this in here talking crazy? I don't know why these people come in here asking this damn shit. Like, what you think? You think it's cool to kiss the homies? Go kiss the homies and see what they do to you.
Man,
It can
you
only
asking
go one of two ways.
you asking the wrong motherfuckers,
They either
goddamn
gonna kiss you back or they gonna knock the fuck out of you.
it. What the fuck? Yeah. Hey, shit. Sometimes you might get something worse than that, my boy. Shit. Hey,
Oh my.
we gonna leave that up to your judgment. Shit.
These people be tripping.
They like, well, we gonna leave that up to you. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Real
They
talk.
say ever had your shit pushed in.
Hey, we ain't gonna listen. We ain't gonna give you no motherfucking scripture on that. Hey, we gonna let you
Like
see.
I have no idea. I don't know where they come from. They just
This
stagger in
motherfucker.
here like
Nope. What
It's
time
like
is it?
closing time at a bar. That's what it reminds me of.
Hey, motherfucker, come in here as soon as motherfucker get drunk. Goddamn, they go talk shit on this shit. You just go say anything. Goddamn it,
Yeah.
skibbity gibbity doo. You looking at? They don't give a fuck,
Right.
man. It wouldn't be right if it wouldn't even be right if a motherfucker can come through here and say something retarded.
His Lord, these people.
Hey, now you gotta go look at that.
Oh,
You, you gotta go look at that movie, man. Real talk. When you go look at the movie, you will see what Tish saying. You ever had your shit pushed in? I had my shit pushed in big time.
oh my God.
Yeah, I bet y'all know what they. Oh, he said already. Training day. Real shit.
Damn.
But all that homosexual shit, man. Listen, only you, only you, only you can prevent forest fires. Goddamn it. So you take your ass to go see if you can kiss your homie and see what he do.
Damn, why they shit like that? Like, damn. Like, I don't know.
That's
Go
off,
ask the homies.
that's off that damn training day. That's that shit. Make me want to watch that shit after this. Yeah, shit.
Hmm?
No, it's about that training day. Make me want to watch that shit
That's
after
a
this.
good movie.
Man,
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna find me something to watch. It was something that popped in my head earlier to watch, and I forgot.
yeah, it's hey, that's why I always go back to the old school movies and shit, cause you can't beat them bitches. That's when movies was movies, man.
That's like old school music. You can't beat that shit either.
At all. That's why I still be stuck on old school music and shit. That's why I say the Jadakiss
Yeah,
and Eminems and the Waynes and all that shit, man. I don't
I used
fuck
to
with these
love me
new
some
age shit.
Jadakiss.
I can't fuck with the new rappers. To me, they ass dumb, illiterate motherfuckers. Just they rap like kindergarten and all that other shit. I can't get down like that. It's too watered down now. They ain't really talking about shit. They talking about some. It's either shake your ass or shoot somebody.
Yeah,
Either
pretty
one or the
much.
other. If you ain't shaking your ass, then you shooting somebody. But now they got the shit. The females talking about shooting motherfuckers and shaking their ass at the same time, along with a whole bunch of other nasty shit. I don't know. It's part of the agenda shit. I don't know. But yeah. Y'all just stay tuned to this motherfucking goddamn it. Volume 2, goddamn it. We gonna get this bitch right. The what I say, the Great War, man. Real talk. That's why I say we finna get on up off this bitch, man. Y'all catch us at 11. We on this bitch 11. Tomorrow that's gonna be the time, and we gonna keep it rocking around this bitch, man. I see y'all showing
That's
love.
exactly. Yeah. Thank y'all. And that's right, Bay Area. They ain't no more good writers.
Hey,
Motherfuckers having fucking mental block or some shit. I don't know what's
I'm
going
doing that
on.
shit. They so busy shit, freaking on each other and doing crazy shit. Hey, it's getting ridiculous, goddamn it. Shit, ain't they don't want to write nothing else. Shit, they just want to hump on each other, men's, women, everybody. Fuck it. It's a hump fest around in Hollywood.
Crazy.
They literally backdooring motherfuckers.
Y'all be safe. Take care.
But yeah, we finna get on up off this bitch, man. I'm glad y'all been rocking out, man. Y'all missed the beginning. Y'all rewatch that shit, man. It's live, but so it can get y'all through y'all work. And y'all be laughing. It's just real shit. It's my life story from the beginning, and we gotta see. about the Great War later on tomorrow at 11. That's gonna be something crazy. So don't miss it, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel so y'all won't miss it. Me and Samantha will be back tomorrow, man. Love and
Okay.
respect to everybody that sub to the channel and that hit the like button. Y'all continue to hit the like button. Make me one of the biggest motherfuckers in YouTube, and I promise this content ain't gonna stop at all. I don't change. No matter how big I get, no matter what it is, I don't change. It's just who I am. So y'all stay safe, man. Hey, respect everybody. Love. Hashtag goddamn it the foundation. Hashtag the Justice League, man. Shout out to my mods. Hey, it's been another one. This is what
Mm.
we do. Fuck you mean. It's your boy Kenny motherfucking Rogers. Simply Samantha, man. We gone, man. We out. Love. We'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Don't forget, 11, the Great War. I'm gone.
Oh, thank you, Titch. I appreciate that. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Or, oh, and have a good day, Titch.